This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Akwaba, I Boadu TV. Na yama akwabe de ensem ho. Kwame ba fa Abronye. Sesto na ye deny no be. Na eno na MPP squad no Wontumi ma no. Odin no ngone ko ka no mate simse. Abronye ku nipa na judge obema judgment a wodu obi storybook a watchro ema judgment wa bra o man na mamra ye constitution da ho. Judge yes amani ye. NDC for NIGP ni judge yi die ade omonde yi MPP ni Abronye na emrebe sesa emrebe da ni table ni tene a eni ye bi hu se ni anoma besi akọ galamsey issues yes galamsey NDC for two excavators e bakana so Muhammad so issue license ba kokra ma obi ai enti se rightfully so munye kwampana so de ne galamsey na mutu
police pe ko gu ho bebrebe chese o man kra su Abronye pathetic na in fact to the bia na adebo ha mentiase be boss matiase say man proposes God disposes ahomachi be 4 meti mani ma prepare ne ma bebre editorial se kene kamedi be bom dia wom na de besiasi because Ghana nyina ye equal shareholders Ghana obi eni holma Ghana wo majority shares wo Ghana chen wo bi but I don't know what happened me studio yana Martin ni bi enti was stepping it down still kakabeba me pa mucho sa kasa na ye kase I can guarantee your freedom of speech but I can't guarantee your freedom after speech no me pa mucho wan de kan Diamati tiane say Idi Amin dada ena waka sa asem no Idi Amin dada ye no kra mpole bi kwa chese ye me say e through movies na omo ye no ena mo e de sa de ne share na no enya asem a wono ankasa wo se da e kan ye but I'm told say e movie omo ye ma no ni bi na o kan sa asem no ene sa asem no ye se nye Idi Amin na kan ye bi mu na afi de ye ni aye wofa Robert Mugabe o se baby sorry yakonta Robert Mugabe the wife can friend say Sally oh esa the wife say friend Sally ai bibisa hwehwe mame onko radio so dey restrain you e ka say phone pa me yama brandy ata dey jo okay mate afraid dey e see dey me ho adwiri me say judge muya ya menya ni tese bi akobeko high court no akwa retirement etimi use quotation of Idi Amin and na wasenye Idi Amin kan ye ne yakonta Robert Mugabe ne kan say I can guarantee your freedom of speech but I can't guarantee your freedom after speech otimi use sa quotation no e the judge e deny obi bail obi amana so how then he moved straight to George Orwell. Say Sally. Adak. Peter Oti. Ni dine Sally ampao. Okay. Oh, now my boss once again. Na judge na say I move straight away was say. George Orwell book or Troye. Animal farm. Ayano kre. If you see die ahemfuchine bi de biechi. Enokre but emremu die nyina ye pe emremu na me adom lawyer wa ha of course if you see enye peda Seke ye pa. Seka wakra ko school na man school visa on fa me papa. Papa nkwa table nko e wo fie wu. Ye kwa adwuma bebe am di pack the car eno nko. Eti wiase de nyina ye pe in that regard, but in the face of the law we are equal. Ena eye me ya say sa asebetimi pie free judge no, a judge who is supposed to dispense justice. A judge who is supposed to dispense justice according to the law. Etimi ka kire yourself, wo you so George Orwell book no. Say if you are saying nyina ye pe, sir. 4 legs good, 2 legs bad. Say opesi enke books and ye fanya judgment dia. And can be books we bro hold mo. Kwa kan Oliver Twist so dey kwa kan Gulliver's Travel. Na hwe what can kanya na hwe the rationale behind sa books no. Said oppression ba said the group hey there be miracle. Now make a judgment na about 9 pages. 10 right? Make a judgment no. Maybe me yamu shame. Papa ne say ono de asem we bia beto na nimu da. Na judge bia asem beto animu a e wo say wo first ruling no. Ya ba judicial president no. E wo say you have to go by it pepepe. Me chresisi e say eye sa na tie. Ye sa no no court boye no. Ye nua achemkwan of Wontumi radio Kumasi. Ye chie no de ne ba court. Ye deny ni bill na me wo ho. Emma one man is 5 days. E da na ese ko ba court if you da no. Ya wada no wa ama if you da so a court no etenase ya no point by 8 o'clock court upon. The same papa na judge we ya.
Court 9. The same prosecutor.
Every man could be intimidated say prosecutor ne dia. But the same judge. Now first instance na wo deny him kwan bail no and was say asem we bia beto na nimu da. Na de beto na nimu ne say na brand na Akufo-Addo ye president no. Obi didi na Akufo-Addo atem e ma asem no beto na nimu na the back judge no lawyer no e by with oral application for bail and will deny the bail. Enti enam say I judicial president inti no we so be just deny the bill and it's okay no problem we deny the bill. The law is at the bosom of the judge. Yakwe baby. Now say ko ba ya wada ni yakwa court wa ama. The court didn't sit. And yakwa ofiada. Yakwa ofiada nso a by 8:30 na court no so wapon. And yakwa ojwada. Achim kwa asa na meka wuntie. The same judge 8:30 a.m. wapon. Ebo ye call Juada. Ye call Juada and a prosecutor and say, yes, I'm matching Kwanko Shemu Beam. Me who almost asked them on my investigations we are on my Falumbia that very day. And a lawyer was now the Muslim my BBA. Why do you still want to keep him? My judge the crowd will say, I didn't was Mukipuno. I saw a prosecutor guy say, my instructions tells me say we have to deny him bail. Instruction being was he say Ebi Obejani. There and then, and I said your lawyer sorry, and what cast there be and on my counter a year. Judge Kache say now there's a bill for application and there's an opposition to the bill of application. And we know what my judgment done. What on my 4 days? Muntia se misramo muntie. So judge ne say as someone waka that day there's a precedent. The one will be this war. In the case of Achimkwa, on my 4 days, say yambra near me ruling on the opposition to our bill application. Maybe I try Enra as everybody see. Enra in the case of Chamakwamba Abronye no. The moment ye kasi ye pay bail. Yeah, prosecutor no suka say oppose a bail no. Did he attend the case? He sat down there and then and gave his ruling. Why in this case you didn't adjourn the case for 3 days so. But in the case of Achinkwa, you adjourn the case and made the Achinkwa Sakotum 4 days and what by my the ruling by. I don't know where the one is. Where the one I would tell them a to books. So where is the judicial president in this? Say, person with any power, I say maybe to another person by 2 weeks a year detention. Go ahead straight away say 2 weeks because what standard the 2 weeks. But oh yes, Anna, mon command for me who need for so because what Bobu Tibu person money by 2 weeks. According to President Awokano. Sana Chinkwa 1 year and 2 weeks. It Abronye no come 2 weeks. Sana tie. Na President Mahama question media for. I felt was what the IP address. Ebe chichen konfombe ombema hate speech. Editing confortem. President Mahama, let me tell you, no Ghanaian will take an advice from an operator of a motel. I'm telling you. Yantimi enye afutuo every obia woye motel adwuma. Menka ni twi jemu. Ye ka se motel a. Sir, we will not take moral lessons from a motel operator. We will not take moral lessons from a motel operator. President Mahama, you must get this thing clear. We will not take any moral lessons from a motel operator. Me the betri and say, Obi a wo bo asa wo bra. Obi a wati ayi ba bi a waje da to ho se ndo bo asa wo bra. Na wo hu ababa wa bi. Na wa ne kanche bi na ho no mu twam a. Ena maba maba ena mo pempena twe ena wo twempena. Wo what puna no emema esa wo lie edi wo jiska. Wo moral rights what me to obi fo. President Mahama, as a former president, opposition leader, who to be catching call for be say or more a year at Chimsakawa Mafia for. Hey, the bed is hard in the buy. Oh, yes, and I go follow me at you. Yancho, and someone call for and this if what can. Omo must sponsor womo. Na the moment I be every president no say what be you say ya the IP address e be chew e be say na just say we a tyrant. Let's say we a tyrant and I think say President Mahama was a democratic leader but with tyrannical tendencies. Of course, some mo foundation die e coup d'etat mu and a wo mu free buy. But we in a democracy. Making kind statement was only media for share you know or kasai and sana media for busa the questions. Na me real ho ya ma kind statement na no pay ya bim. Ghana saying one of the most critical issues that we are grappling with is security. Stupid. Ghana nipa 13,000 akwatena Cote d'Ivoire almost every ukrom ukosia Ghana for media for wo kasa no wo shede yi niema ehia wo pa bebre as president statement no enim and to you no there nipa 13,000 ko yetu kotena for kwatena Cote d'Ivoire emfa wo ho 48,000 people displaced emfa wo ho. You didn't mention it until somebody asked you. And I can't want some to baby. It's what I said, Julie Ghana, who you know, insecurity and foul. Any pie so mo according to or minor, yes, it probably 30 was Sana Ghana, is uses an acre. But what got a million important and what it here? Any poem was say more number 200. Now I share media for one can't want some. Galamsey put the menka. Remember book ya kinka yene state years quotations ya kinka yina moko court ya mutiti bisa. Say will be any legal book, but story book, fiction. Moko court ya mutiti sadi me jinaso di ruling.
Pre amemwa NDC for ebu ya ayura John Mahama danu ya. Ohu Ghana for say Ghana for NBC card bearing members. Me who say the refi say enye card bearing member NBC members and kwande to abamano. Kofo bebre ho no mo no mo gidie e woni mo ba me ono asem no be si answer.
Okay. Mati.
On the question I will be saying, sometimes judges refer to instructive and opinions from recognized publishers.
Okay.
Yes, related to the subject matter in question.
Okay.
Sometimes they refer to rulings from other Commonwealth countries and answer even West African courts to buttress on more points. Na ne who near Yura Circuit Court Judge Ekan Yedie I say or yatiesi social media near memoir because some of the things of Koti Akra no I don't think they are even factual issues say which say Yura Mugabe Okoti no meaning necessarity you say more of Idi Amin than Mugabe or some Koti animal farm story no they say your justice system and also say they took animal farm home which I think say
and the animal farm there also no and democracy.
Yes,
animal farm no and good governance.
Discrimination.
Yes,
a more of
class society.
Class society. Was some down here about kind of behavior, which I think say nanka yura second court judge no epe authority be a courti and answer enyina so bi agina so aka nasemo a me ma fam de mi hu se eye bibi ana was ordinary ekoho eni ye mra no enko sa
lo fa chemi was my baby adibisia was it the primary moral of George Orwell's Animal Farm is that power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely, leading to tyranny and oppression even when a revolution promised a better, more equal society.
Internet say asama ye right kind na ebubo no
of course
ebubo no because enema no preach against no na ekoya say oye na ni nyina no so no show the posture of the executive. It looks like executive no take over the judiciary. The research was actually take over the judiciary. Sunday who you were rolling some rubber for no person who said na okase year or asem okase in the sense a judge so ye were juma Sunday also you know the money ye juma now issue ye who rulings ma nipa biti say ye ma me kranten ado sila kranten ado mo a ye ji omo ka free omo nsam no na di omo ko mo na ho se omo edemra na ye adwuma nkasa ene ndisi aban mu ayewura mahama edano enye na dwen se obema emra na nkasa ye adwuma researching no akwa yese yen fetire judiciary no yen fa ehu bi nhye omumu no mo so man nkasa amayen a omo ewo asemu enti be gidi se mi yi wasem na no asem a judge ne kan ye no de quotation ne de eni ensem na okan ye no emma amanfo nya wishirimu wo ye justice system ne mu se GH1 TV ekoti Oliver
Vomawo.
Yes.
Oliver Baka Vomawo.
Yes. Na no more can say after reading the reasoning of this circuit court judge on the Abronye case, I sincerely and honestly believe he is not fit to remain on the bench. Mijiri said,
who is not fit?
Judge, you know, on the bench. After reading the judgment or the bar and ruling on these issues, no, the reasoning. Let's say, Sanya or June ya or this na ye wo ho no. Ono ne no credie mo ene na dwene mo no de. Ojidi say onya fret to remain on the bench. So because what now say judge.
Okay.
Me just say Ghana for eto abama NDC omonya card-bearing members. Omonya card-bearing members. Yen MP before ya nto ama NDC. Ebi mo so wo gina yesei wo madwene mu. Efa ne judge no. E kan ye ho. Na me kan bibia atwa to say e ba ye dwuma ye ho as professionals. It was said the piano, you timid say yeah professionals. Even though we could be politicians, Ghana will be at Waba. Judge be and Hobacas on Twaba. To a be a Ujina. Me name be a judge or not Twaba Ujina. But yet my Jumano and now enemy coatis ya grants and ado. There have been other a year young lawyers. There be a koti deha judges. Akesi wo ewiase ne Ghana ha nyina enema omotro enema omo ruling ebeye sa we judge wo de no beda ho ama ochina obi ekoti
ne de suade yes
dan se ebekosa ne ekoye minya we ne meka.
All right, enti lawyer kwakuta bi amponsa na motrene nka no bacho minua dano kweku do na afre no prof kïlł some yen intend me to prof no ma won sisi because original prof ba professor Isaac Boadu nam kwaso banti ma yen for prof sisi intend mansa no ba oba say pa we drop yours prof kïlł have your day now et say
nyame adum godo
e de nyame ase na central region to say
obi be say dede ya ye won twetwede o but me gidi ye say mfama bi ahase bobo yese onema efie gu ana ohunu hyehyɛ enti ye boda ma ye bob free fie no me constituency say ya hyehyɛ mrantie ni bi abo mo ho so say the last elections nema anko ya maye enti papa bi o ho a odi ni dwuma ye pa ompese o mode ne ba as a constituency chairman chairman Ken Kofo chairman anopa emechiao enti
onya medie papa fe the chairman no
wa DB pen
oh okay
enti wo samba enti chairman anopa emechiao pa enti the mrantie ne kan no said ye bebo wa bommo se ope o ubedi communication director no sabia no so yekoto share ne so enti ono so age ya no ye se obedi na godon
but before I call my main correction meka motel right is of brothel enti pacho ayenya yesua di enti no enti eye brothel BROTHEL ba meka motel enti mo fa jami maybe I may have to repeat myself say we will not take moral lessons from a brothel ye kasa asema chairperson Mahama
godon na unia ba say menchia man
me geneso na menua me ban ho te say
Jennifer for you queen asem na me waba
kwa be sai ba last week
and menini share
okay
ono senko be ba show yi so I say bibia be sin
ai settings na ankoyi
abu nso so ochia
abu ncha no fa
abu so ochia
no catch it say me reject no publicly fa ncha no abu fa wonchi a wo me number
abu so ochia na nchia bebrebe na me say nko munye ni skampo na nka 30% mpo a
na ko nya hey we shall overcome
god on etina de ohodo no
okay mati Peter ya ko henfa
lawyer estate ananko all kan Abronye nimana
eti manen kan Abronye
asem no nwie na ye
okay eti Abronye ye omoto musa frɛ no na wono akɔ court no adwada no na omo editeni no ade akyenye CID so police photo musa frɛ ko CID eti okɔ adwada na omo editeni no ade akyenye benada na omo de court na court no remande no entina ho be hia se obesia akọ ebiem okoye no court na saman 1 week say wasa editeni no na ye no ewo ho enkofo bebiri aka ho asem say reasons are court ndi agina so the amano as a man 1 week detention no hadwin. And then the posting of Ghana police and aban so a hadwin. One more call to me say prosecutors ne say still no I feel kwakwa tape no now omotimate ma analyze and kofa kan wasem. People think say aban no do manipulate system no as adibo pese utimidi edi ehun bi eto Ghana for se be afedie ye ntimi kan aban no asem bim lampacho ye nka ho asem wo opinion no titi sen.
Okay, me nyama da say nti I think say wo hwe ruling na zero judge na de ma if Abronye issue ho na chese asem na kase nyehye da ma ho at o hwe whether ye money bill na asem ye money bill Ghana hanom Supreme Court Emma ruling on 5th May 2016 efa ewo case bia enya Martin Pebu ene utie no on this rule na judge di ama
ne buafu pa o se na ban ne be kwa mo bill say o mo support aban ne be for aban ne mo because the things issue of rule of law enya de ye adwuma ye manipulate judge justice system no na niema eko no entwe yie efa sania judiciary no niema akọ ne aban no ho influence na bill ejina ho se obi a waye enfom so waye bone etia oman no saa nipa no emra kire se ye ma ne kwan na ye ni asem ni nwie ye ne de anko betimi atena fie na emra ehia ne bia no waba court bill basically ochi mama ordinary person say obi anya abayama ne na nipa no yemfa ni ntum emra yedi asem no nipa no betimi akofie akodi ne dwuma na kane no na ye section 96 of Act 30 Criminal Procedure no code no and Procedures Act no na boni bi o udia emma kwan ma ye ma obel se sa boni no ye de to so a yini asem nwi ya fa ho die pan de wonya sa boni no ebi ene se boni a friend treasonable offense so we person to aban go so ka ho se obi edi ewu obi ede etuo akobokro no obi hijacking, piracy, rape, defilement na yemra na ema ho kwansa eno na yewura Martin Pebu de call Supreme Court to say any ye constitution 1992 constitution article 15 to 19 to no any no ebebra enti omo ensi ginaye wo ho ena Supreme Court si ginaye say even these offenses no so be committed na say evidence no ho say nipa no on twintwan investigations, police investigations and security service investigations kwan mu on the trauma name na nipa no enwane na easier for us to find the person say nipa ni man be na ye landmark case sana boni beka no yeah
be ya de a da ho no mo a kire se Ghana hanom no boni bia wodia onya bail emeyeye na bail at the konti ananka yemma ne se obi ono ma wadi ewu sebe on sheda emmobra papa bia oni adwuma papa bia oye uja no a ode ho beka mura ne ho ohene so ho na yehwe santa ide aboye nua Abronye ya emre mu no enfom so a ewo fom no pa ba kono no misdemeanor ye do atu mu a chekura ye be maximum 3 years and as 3 years na kura most times they are not fines anyway as of I say instead of putting the person in jail so Abronye original chairman ewo MPP Mokrom ha why any baby Abronye ti when any baby Abronye kode bia we boni be ma Abronye adwane we Abronye police for eto mo safren ono asimu pam ko police station oye obi a ohwe a ode ne ho ebe twintwan police investigations mu ana
Debbie
nti wo hwɛ enema ema obi bail na Abronye situation no unsatisfy those things ebe want to say yɛde ne betum yɛma ne bail reason a judge no agent so back on say police omo wi investigations and investigations answer na full trial no was trying to cause no investigation no so etimisa akoso ema mo gather more evidence in nipa no ontwintwa police for enemu na onwane na conditions are ema intim obi bail no say eni honomo a adenti na ngwase ya mane bail and also enote na nkofo Ghana for bebre no eni mpanifo bebre kasem no kire se omobo enyo reason judge no edemaya mejidi se ekwan ya yede ne faso no sanka yede yadwene anaja nye na adwen ekọ ruling in Martin Pebu versus Attorney General any other authoritative granting of bail ho and can ye all ye you know and I say ruling or the my on say be man bail and I say man bail no me njindi sanka sana nka obeye no nti me ma dwene mo de judge no on san hwebiem me te say Martin Pebu ka se on IGP ewo relationship na or suggested even no send text message amano say or say police for court biem na omo enkoka say even investigation no more no they think say they can still continue without keeping him, which I think say it's a best set as ebema entawantawa ewonkofo adwen mu entanta eyenkofo adwen se we ensamodin ene yenu Abronye edile ene se ye manipulate judiciary police no to ene aban no ensa ye din dodo e won heman so ebema man for have a second look at that make can be Martin Haka na debia meka former American president I think Obama he said something we should build strong institutions not strong people Yura Mahama okotena fia obaye ade ba ko a ono aka ye ene se wasua the lessons we gidi say yete ono an kan nyim na meka ye wase wasua the lessons and from so bia wo ye no onye biem I was thinking say ka we be akwenya ama wa right wrong sir a course so tama or your president earlier on but Ghana for share that ehun sir the something na hakan say any man na enu special prosecutor area special prosecutor any yoko for your chimkro for ye we say no gono kai ya me kan say president na ni nye ho a sa ne man intimincy na otwe mu yet president zone wa ka say the IP address
ya ba ho
na wo social media bi say IP man
president IP ya ba ho sisi
but on the question now beside no there I think say judge no on china drink call authoritative rulings
and your story books
me impending for Supreme Court and other high court judges ama on the issue of bail
me that say and now what could be say President Mahama so acquire the correction no yehu obi a acquire correction aba no was 18 ne actually no real correction so who that one send the team ms amane kwai it in real no kwai be mienza real correction it enye ye Mr. Santipa friend say Eric me the quotations bia ma so betimi bia ma me a that so dank ya hwe dank ya di ehon komo Martin Pebu na wakasa na headline was saying I can't be part of this unlawful NDC government. Martin Pebu fumes over Abronye's detention. And baby was saying was say we must let the Attorney General and IGP know that this is not lawful. We didn't vote into any. I can't be part of this unlawful NDC government. Martin Kpegbu films over Abronye's detention. We Ghana web story. And our batch of Adaka etwaso emame. Was say on September 12, 2025, Kpegbu described the decision to keep Abronye in police custody for 2 consecutive weeks over misdemeanor charge as unlawful. Was said that he warned that denying bail in a misdemeanor case sets a dangerous precedent for Ghana's justice system. If in the misdemeanor case Abronye cannot secure bail, then it means the verdict on my Kpegbu number 2 case in 2016 is void and useless. As citizens, we must get up and resist this, or else it will lead to tyranny, he cautioned. It will Martin Kpegbu and Waka we say no. And that Eric back on the put the at least when you sums up the whole Yena 70 Peter Yanko.
Gordon.
Yeah.
Power. It has a way of tricking people. Na manipa bi ye bibia o trans na odwon na o hwa na hu se Nyankopon ho. Na arehosem asema aba no. I mean, who say Ghana a konechi?
Sound.
Oh yes, Ghana a konechi.
The democracy.
Even DJ at a press conference, I can say under President John Dramani Mahama 8 months. And Kafibia and some trofa ya attack you 14
on the average.
But 18 months President Mahama by in the second term ya wako aba we say wako correction and kawabe you know. Some trofa ya chomu. Na a year 14 so far. I feel quite we.
And 8 months. Says I know. Oh yeah,
about a month. Yes. Or call press that you cross and call boss kakra. Oh, enti. Shawunim. Me as a typical Akan and a Ghanaian. Oh, if you say atem the day it's on Ghanaian,
of course.
And yadia also so. What I say. Now, we share the history of Yema in Ghana, especially. How Emra never books him, ya bisu na teaching some truffle, teaching social commentators over the years. Now share a buyer kufobe the criminal libel law and seditious a free honor. Near him say freedom aba at least chapter 12 in there. I feel I be the full implementation and proper implementation of chapter 12. But enoko dan chen. I also agree say in spite of the chapter 12 no the Article 164 Emma restrictions, which is good. But it was the NDC administration and the Kunyane Emrafufua na ada oh your books nimu sa causing fear and panic, offensive conduct in 2010. In fact, it started 2009.
Okay.
If in another time
2009. You see, numbers be correct, but we said that 2009. Okay, your alphabet, alphabet.
Nah,
and zero.
When you say, I would about all but no, I late or home.
It will be
Muna Kakra. And to whom say, of Obianca, no, say, or correct me now. Hey, communication. I like me that.
It's anyway, you're here, the breaking the ice. You do to myself to back, I say, yeah, but correction, dear, a say, oh,
but
and
alphabet into
and a 0 and
2009.
I cut 2009.
Yes, sir, Mate.
Say after me
2009.
Thank you. Yanko.
Unim say, and this is the call Nyane Emrana Adaw your books. That's section 208 in causing fear and panic. Nisa am running na. No your books move, but na yem fine yejuma. No mkoche atukwamena does say on find the evidence and the source Emra because NBC some go see a dying. And a joy from Korea story be say local contractors say Dadana Mukofa from Korea Abano Enyejuma. No ma bit my ejuma no mkoche no. And I'm so enuko emkoche Amina you turn backs. If you want to be part of your mother say I might be bar or bet mako generate sa ako use 208 section 208 and they are teach a man for. Ba onim so hwe goma matete say ebi mo so NPP time omo cheche bi. Ba onim wo de kono kohwe issues asisi NPP time no. President Akufo-Addo brand so. Oma cheche omo nyina is entirely different from what is happening.
Yes.
Hwe NPP time omo kwache vamo. Vamo de ntine mo aye kwache no.
So the work cool nsem.
Reasonable offense. What you say? Ede omo kwache no, ede ne kokko pacho ono kwa na ose metu aban wu no. Ono ye ne to Black Mariam.
Debbie.
Eno nkoda nchen. Apart from eno no, omo kwache ohene ba banie ye ne adam for power FM. Uni money oye. Ono na nya insult. Eno pe a o insult atamidi odidi Akufo-Addo nko ahụ. O threatening President Akufo-Addo. Enya no nko ahụ. O wie no, sabre no say 8 Supreme Court judges. Any President Akufo-Addo akoshe dem akotena say a meeting. Say NDC the we need 2020 elections no. Enti say the case now by Supreme Court. Enti President Akufo-Addo any judges no and justice any your board at that time no chief justice atena say NDC for the case in the back court omumongu. Wabana NDC the case akọ court so we need 2020 elections inti Supreme Court international.
Yeah.
That was the statement he made.
Saying
Or say President Akufo-Addo any 8 judges akọ dem a meeting. Say case na NDC the back court no omumongu.
okay.
Ena Gofredami citing no contempt of court because case why the back court now see say president and I'm so what did not them attracting no say judges ni na ko meeting there any 5 because sasem no na dangerous say betima ma man na butu.
Yes,
because the Supreme Court nke ko ba say Supreme Court ko bogu ye nke betima ba say ebi mbeka say any ampa President Akufo-Addo no mu ko hia ya ampa nti say omongu na o ma bagu mpacho eno ene Abronye case ene fanti eya omkoche no dey the same koku anyi do dey say ene dey the early stages of meka the latter part omo refer Benia Mugabe dey go and see under MPP
anya President Mahama
and I know they are all threatening justices of the Supreme Court
friend say
with rape and
yes
a home sense and almost citing contempt. But I know the Black Maria and Kofano.
Debbie.
No. What has that got to do with even MPP? Say because NDC needs to know MPP question. AC under President Mahama. What I say? Yeah, that for Bobby. Omo question. I no say I decide that day cry me fair yenipa Bobby any police have no Kwame audio nim audio editor of custodian nim no. Say Obetana radio so an allegation against former first lady and call report to the Cantonment police station and no. Of course what like I said once we be allegation or a complaint there they will have to arrest the person but even no cry no I disagree. Say no because of your history and how some trofo muyo majuma ne ehunhuna ye kwacheche ne ade no based on that spirit President Akufo ebe yi seditious and criminal libel law ni free ho no so obi can be tia na no nya adwena obetumi de court obi President Akufo-Addo nua panini ebi sa bai ema odom court ema chiri omko pacho ema enam suka omko che asepa obeka ya
yes
President Akufo-Addo ni aketua
yes bumpty yes so hu eti me feel say sa na wo say ye so obi can be chona no nya adwene a obetumi de nakoko so in this case say obi and in this Abronye abedidi IGP atem ya meme so and I say video bi na some say waka bi na say no nya adwene a IGP could have sued Abronye
yes
and even when he invited him fine video no wo ho that mum go ahead to prosecute na Saudi ni ko shem na what deny ni bail now page 6 no o boss no mum say ya danfo ya o ne ehwe obi ka say onyi ni say it's part of the judgment nti so page 6 na mum
then mum say it's not part of the judgment
George Owen
me that say
page 6 no the fact
I see more fine tell me, but for me, where the become just was say a bear content, a bear content. Look, every reasonable Ghanaian at this assembly we are. First about him say how the how so we do will be the cash now.
Yes,
and run me who on Facebook. I didn't believe it until you ran now. Mesaka a Friday say ruling. I'm really so can sampa. To ask my mom that to be
my son mouse is here.
Okay.
Intima omunfanto so no munhwe how upset ene chese odwo ho onti ase na ehu na nim ne akoso nyina onim. I pity the young men omo NDC mo a ne akoso no they are happy about it because unim President Wallins obedi on my 19 good years. 8 years there na ye democratic. 11 good years no. Na nyope e no oye. Edu baby no. Odi power wo mu nyina awie no. Ono ane party mu mpo. Yesi ya ne kraman ama sabi. Ya chechire no. Edu baby ono akọ NDC headquarters so kotua ni dues even though as a founder na ni kwaso otua dues.
E wo so ahwe be yinadi.
Yes. Sana to me tie. Nti se ne to me abedi obi nsa. Na se enu nti oso ebi obi aye bi da. Aba bi so obi chi obi. Nti ono so ompe wasem na obechew no the Black Maria ba bechew. Ahunu no e the handcuff agu nsa. Handcuff agu nsa. Obra wati Black Maria mu
no shake
na se eno eye bida eye emre ye ninka so omonko so na one day but you see ne man ye hu ni say na me feel say also they are resetting Ghana na resetting Ghana there say we start bibia afresh anameboa because ade a wo say enye
but enye
kind
was say make us a second paragraph was say it is always said that all persons
no started first paragraph because all can say you know
okay don't worry was say accused person before the court is facing 2 charges of misdemeanors. However in this instant case the court will not look at only the charges being misdemeanor but will extend it to the position of the Inspector General of Police to the country. That is the head of the police service.
Absolute nonsense.
In fact, the words which came from the accused person is likely to put the security of the nation into disrepute. I was thinking, say, Bianco, the final ruling after what here be can the ruling pony. But when they to deny to make a ruling on application for bail, what they are put for that, they should call, and this one my papa the chance be. He should recuse himself. It is always said. Yes.
Yeah. Or say, however, in this instance case, it means that he's not referring to the actual charges. On one case,
yes, yeah, and the one to me, and you say, I'm going to be cited law beyond van back.
I say the accused is facing 2 charges of misdemeanors. However, in this instance case,
the
court will not. Until now, until now, it is Abronye versus the court.
Yes, it is not Abronye versus the court because the prosecutor didn't go say because it is the IGP. The court went because a misdemeanor. And the judge has veered off misdemeanor to this instant case. Is the person IGP? It is always said that.
Okay, say beginning now. We can also first cases na call holding in ano. Or can say some cases we are then abandon him that. So answer of best start Abronye. I call the word omu use is you people again.
Prejudiced mind.
Or see you people again.
When I can't use people again.
That was a time of eternity, no.
Okay, and I see a restriction would
me say what kind last paragraph now or say or say or can say in some way be abanenim da. What you say to me no beginning no sa asem na abanenim no eno ne ade a was setting as the sticker.
So he made reference to both cases.
Yes.
Or he made Obodino etiyanko. Was it is always said that all persons are equal, but in practice it is not so. Courtesy George Orwell in his book The Animal Farm. One of the commandments in a tyrannical one of the commandments in the place in your democracy was say one of the commandments is that all men are equal, but some are equal than others.
It's a Ghana, it's your commandment. And
that's the question I want to ask the judge.
Is this in line with their constitution?
So which commandment is this? Translated into this case, translated into this case, all men are equal, but some are more equal than others. You can say anything to Mr. A and Mr. A will forgive you, but say similar things to Mr. B and Mr. B will not forgive you. Hence, freedom of expression in this country for that same freedom goes with restrictions. Eric, but the late President Robert Mugabe of Zimbabwe once said that I can assure you of freedom of speech, but cannot assure you of freedom after speech. With all due respect, Judge, you got this one terribly wrong. He was reminding us, he was reminding us that no freedom, Mr. Remo, was saying he was reminding us that no freedom is absolute, but goes with restrictions. And in fact, sa interpretation is erroneous, a wrong interpretation. And then Mugabe can and was say, I can assure you of freedom of speech, but cannot assure you of freedom after speech. Yanon and chese restrictions. So, the person what they say, Ubetmaka the Obeka, but okay, we are be bold. Yeah, will be intimidated. It also said that your freedom of rights ends at where my nose begins. You can have your rights of freedom. Last two paragraphs on. It is the wish of the court that all Ghanaians should try and prevent that insult from society. One of the code of ethics for judges is that their decisions should be consistent. I have a case before me, the Rep versus Rafael Kayankra, who appeared before me on 16/2023, and this was an NDC sympathizer. Then of course now, and just about 2 or 3 weeks ago, another matter came from Circuit Court 8 before me, Republic versus Emmanuel Kwache, judge for Wontumi TV, and he was also remanded for same 2 weeks. Lawyer, the question they say what was standard here 2 weeks. And then Abronye by 1 man in 2 weeks straight. Now man 5 days. Whom were you deceiving? Because that is your standard. Why did you give him Peter Ko?
On equality.
Yeah,
the equality principle. No?
Yes.
You see, equality principle, no. One, it means that say me amitiwe me pengu me bokro no na yewura President Mahama eso bokro no a yinyina no emrakro na edidie
dabi equality before the law no
equality before
okay
na distinction kakra wo mu ne say certain rights and opportunities be of enkrofo because enkrofo be positioning, you know, they are able to enjoy those things. So in your case, equality means people who are equally placed. Until far Supreme Court judges, the rights and privileges they have or no. On so for one Supreme Court judge, now for another, they have the same rights and privileges. That's what it means. But that rights and privileges, no, me say mean to me enjoy because me Supreme Court judge. I didn't know obi share black uniform near the abo has police na ne dem bo ha no mo. Ye nyina o traffic mo a ono timi gina me bisa masem. So me kwa me ntimi ko gina da bi.
Eko busa na sem.
Enyina obi musa na sem.
Busa so busa direction.
Because no, we are not equally placed.
Yes.
Into judge, understanding of equality before the law, no, questionable.
Very, very questionable.
Lawyer for that raise issues. The reasoning, no, in this ruling, he shouldn't be at the bench.
I see.
Maybe that is driving that. Because equality before the law, judge explained say the animal farm. What the animal farm
a class society, a tyrannical environment, and it is here no. Under President Mahama, we are living in an animal farm, as endorsed by the judge, which is a human democracy.
And really so no. It is how okay. Me starting can say. President Mahama amemo we no ohun Ghana for say Ghana for ankasa any NDC card bearer members hwe omo portion be bi omo ye bia yenchi we ntum we kan we a enti
reasonable bail conditions
asama yewra avoka friend say
so for azoka
threatening
no money bill. Yes.
No mean person.
You are giving bill.
No mean person be a or minority leader and leader in parliament. Or enjoying higher than the ordinary parliamentarians. On was some more kind, and no any Abronye kind. What is it to what to say? And clearly, we a signal to Obia or say on the only party be as what to Obama NDC. Eba MPP for or more policies or more actions no take into account Obio Egan in Ibia, but NDC dear on Baba more share
animal farm
card bearing member.
Yes,
Obama NDC and who say when someone you are not one of them.
And nipa 8 or more ya fair to say or more pleaded guilty. Omye 8 omu pleaded guilty of assault ewo court ewo ablikumano for die no police for IGP mu nyina say ehun hia so no pictures e be babonten ya chi omo no so ma IGP amogana ni bi amane until say better say do ya chi nkofo bi afeti say ya face pronounce omu guilty ya fine almost 6,000 ebesi we only hear of fine and a dean be agency they are boom. And for me, I don't believe it.
Democracy mo and I say animal farm.
Medasi. What me simplify the mama pa.
But that's what it means.
It me higher
much say animal farm. We've always thought we were wrong in thinking say democracy na yet was so.
Okay.
But yes, your animal farm.
Medasi.
Inti sa wonye NDC card bearer member.
Be very careful. Medasi pa. Peter.
Me dey ba wi dem to say nta me ka say we mu nyina wo hwe na wo hwe de yakoso nyina tum say mpa Ghana ye koyechi. Ye koyechi pa. Na ne ya na ehu ni say President Mahama ye president na sa anima we ACC na breso. Because wow boy, or a member of the GJO and our bear president pen. Intika we expect kan no bi wo anka ACC sabre ya anka nsese sisi. Hwe ni press conference ye be ba so. Unim say closure of radio station wa moso. Wa moso.
Say e man ni gie man ahomeka.
Miwa
orgasmic feeling.
Omo ba ye February, omo close to radio stations. Somewhere May June no mo san close to another stations. And I hwe ni mo issue statement so yenya om ye fa nche om. And I anu ya nsem BCC ye komafo be comment bi a on penti Sam George asa I issue say omo esan close to radio stations. And then the one kan ho hwe. What you say? But to me dear on koso pa na acha even within the NDC. The next 3-4 years NDC people we normal to sumpoa. Say the Mahama nene group of people how many aji. Say na power shifting. Power shifting within the party na mu. Onko bisa oma those na mills wo no mukra to me. Na ene say the omo etie e wo party ni.
Ebra mo bre.
Rollins. So one Rollins wom. Oma na omo Rollins allies ene party mse de omumbutie na say after 3.5 years president Mahama Free akonwa so na another person for banner say ndizim po wini mpo which is unlikely wo hwe say de nyoma e kone say de nyoma tia pa na say NDC tisumpo a within the NDC mu no power be shifted
okay
akoba before na enyina wa ye behwe
medasi Audu woni a prof one ekọ first
prof
and my prof because professor papa ka say ba just our ba okay me nye do beto no na be yi me nyusu ni sa ya kwai
asa no pa akuti ankete ba nyameti ase godon nsem ya lawyer akan wo hai ene de Peter aboboso wo hai anopa ya ma me ho kra adwiri me chese me hu de me nka kra se ya che obi ene ye de na court ene ya bo ne charge na ene de mu ready de free courtroom ho de a che ya yenye a lawyer for ene a lawyer for mpanyimfo akese a ebi mu yesusu kra se omo ye NDC for na utie omo nsem a ene omo keka na otimu se emu ayehu ntina me bisa me se ya mpapa se ye wo animal farm de a ene ne hai te no kra no esese ehwe ne yi na me mpese metena animal farm enti omo mbetena animal farm no omo ntena animal farm ho me de metena Ghana asase so ye wo democracy mentena animal farm
that be say it is not for you to say so in the mouth
that mo de mo amaka mo de mo pa mo nyina mo ntena ho me
it is in the hands of the state o pon say you animal farm
mentena animal farm godon omani mo me say omani mo ehu ama for the first obi oben me bia nim say me yo one person anka me pemu nka me pese metena brochiri but ene se minya kwanya godon wa ha me ko fam bag ofie
obako
metu se ekwan a ye fa so de chama Abronye ba court ka ye de chama na Abronye etum na edu ba bi kura na ya hankofo na Abronye ama ne nsa so a wo wevu nipa ne asa ka ne nsa na to fom
da bi wo wevu ayede
why they are what did you be atem na atem di enye na ye say enye offense criminal offense
a Supreme Court ruling krampo
na okwa nipa idi ni side by side atubi nini nua binatef gitmo 2 no wo mu kra no ye de wo mu free ai Guantanamo Bay for ede ban kra no enye kwan ye fa so de wo mu
batef de so ha adwen on pa ai we de
14 na ba na 2 asamba na minim de enti ono kwa be president a na ye nya sankofo no wo mamu ha no minim godon eyehu se yaka chairman sa to form se ye ma nwevu obia na ye de na ekọ obi onu akasa ne nante e de call CID se mate se ese mo hwehwe me oduwa na sa lawyer otia menti ase se eside na se obi ankasa e ona invitation ba oduwa na handcuff no na se kire pa ne se ebi obi opese odwane ana obi opese over power police ena ebia ye de no bre wase se de be ya ye betumi asabdi wa ye de obekọ ba bi ye de okọ na se mada na masori na madware na miema tutu me nan na me de akọ police station se mate se ese mo hwehwe me ne me lawyer aba na udu hwa na ya ye onsase
oh say just to humiliate you make you very uncomfortable
ye bia na ye twa picture no picture na ye betwa na e wode e be di kan likidi ama media
and this social media
I told my country I want to say because we say won can ma farm now so ma farm ni mo
and the
say yes because ya ma emfato ho omoko ha adwen ekoko ntokwa akoboro oba ewo Ablikmanoff yama akweti ade ye hu sane the state and the law with that clearly a animal farm mu a osi wonim enti wonti ase ni ya
na animal farm no na characters ni bi din de snowball na snowball wo ho I was say
o de yakwase
snowball wo ho na old major wo ho na a friend say Napoleon na squealer na boxer na Mr Jones eti
characters a obuboy bi nyina enemy hu bi wa ban mu
by the time we first we need back on
da bi se me se me ni mu animal farm me ni ho
yo
godon me ni ho godon se ayo ho sema ekoso se NS ye chewa na ye liki u picture ni e di ama media no ni e di kan gu animu ase sha free press conference asema en fan court no na attorney general aba no abeka ne charges akeka nsem bia na emre bebre aba ni nyamfa nipa emfa ne court enti ene san say bibia aba your friend Yoko Bites yes
de body
ene yen huna magana fo someone yes ba konso de Yohonu Bites
sa and no be
yes ene yen hunu de amagana fo na me pese me kasa ebewa no de me pese obi ate ase de ekoso nyina ene omo ye din a omo patuma kaka ye omo enti omu ntimi nkasa no ebra omu be yi omo no a omo kaka ne be kwa omo pese omo kasa no sa bra ni ensu yenya so yare
yentie
enya si yentie yente
se ya so ye ya
se ye tie dia enya dia ye bete na ebeto mre bi no em say da sebra o han ko kan quotation ni maame ba bible ba bi wo se mo amoni age sisi a munue na mo wura beho na mosu
daachi ho
daachi nkofo wura beho na o mosu eya me ya se ye take sa posture we a ene MPP for ena abed aye endangered species e wo Ghana ha sei asema NDC nika tie uti asema ibana hene kokan
wo se ye de acid agu airplane
ya biebie plane ni joint ene ye de acid agum ena akorodu all because na president Mahama target obi anya ne hwe uti asema Minialisto we eka edefa Ghana Police Service
so bukumkum nipa e wo mangudu ase President Mahama appointee Adam Bona wo so won ne ton atuo de mankofo mum kukuntokwa e wo so ho e besi ne obi anka
ene obi anya ne hwe enti ye ba betena wo man mu ha ne ye de animal farm ho na animal farm no wan cheche man kosi awie ye no na wie ne kosi sen
yo
did it end in a peaceful manner
dabi
it is a animal farm no na se papa no se ne ending no na judge ne kan de ne kama ba betena mu bi na beginning ho ne de godon medema no be hia me nka ho
medase prof kïlł na waboni tofa nyina de amayen mamenko Audu Mahama ho managing editor of the custodian newspaper na opa ha ho okay mate ene yenko straight away ow so ha yenko Audu
mame nchia tifo na
okay
me ba no na mo attack me say me ba late
Oba time we do a better time being
me ba no me normal route na me
we do a better time being
mame cheche mu
da bi obi paint
ya no na cheche
we do a time being
now share time
and it was it would have the Indian combo
until mame cheche mu de enti am ye
that because here will be our
na ya block road
what the little bantem
me ba late kaka oh na say me manya literature me science was school O level ni A level ni na me science
okay
na me animal farm no man shed and reading ye me reading kakra ya kan say
reading kakra o kan kakra
me kan kakra na judge na can say we are in animal farm na mo munti asiana animal farm no say a script a book playbook playwright na NDC actual sa playwright a book na actual no NDC na start here and IGP ka ho and latest judge we so abeka ho nto enye na ye active play no that is why judge no kasaye no mo ndia say enya de foforo kra enya ngmama say judge no was simply repeating na animal farm na script na ya chro no and no implement it echeche mu no say na mo bo nipa din a adenti na so no so ye nyina ye nipa but yen say na nya equals in NDC's democracy, in the NDC's animal farm, obi should be treated, people should be treated differently. And on say ya yachi Abronye. Abronye is yes hate speech one. And yeah. Hate speech, you know, is against IGP. Sana na IGP no but IGP any president why na owo oye high
president
na Akufo-Addo niama ekeka Akufo-Addo ho ena is also the plane crashing no wonwu onye obia
eba ne height ntino ye low
ninyi na
enkwasa samba so Ghana pa
under president Akufo-Addo to the extent they say candidate na ne and this candidate now or ne obeye president also president Akufo-Addo or no ne achem people Sakawa boys no more luti Ghana na achem hono na ye galamsey deben headquarters ninye na nka his speech no enka ho because we part of animal farm no obi ambisa no question crampo because he's higher than the others. Nanseya yechi enia Abronye. Say no, he's not part of a animal farm won't or you need grade yellow. Nti didn't to Black Maria mo and they are chaining no. Yes. And I didn't call court. And our judge no no so a second court judge or started time as a judge dabe.
Oh, as I check and matters obenya promotion at high court.
Anyway.
Oh, the matter no enchibia.
Now
oh, enchibia no. I'm telling you, say judge enchibia.
Judge way obekum nipa omunye boni. Judge way with this kind of ruling. Obe sentence ku nipa omunye boni. Me ebia me kasa ye dachi ombe invite me. Oh. To say judge sa ruling when kwa there so of course to say now they call higher so one judge as a judge now so of course to say with this kind of
now what the book where the book where animal farm mentality
animal farm book where now the be operate or the be interpret cases e court and it there obe sentence kum nipa omunye bone yo na animal farm no ye de ye nia call ye no say share no Abronye handcuffs Black Maria no na invite no na walk straight to the police and no share na handcuffs and they didn't call court and a man no remand say another person was invited Azoka NDC national chairman vice chairman also yes he invite ni ante ye hu ya ne say or part of the higher grade of animal farm no no invitation ya man
or put any assault to
no the assault and threats
ye nim court so e dey call ye
the threat na threat to murder threat to kill no ye name police station bi a po e cry ya dey say police for invited
na we dey almost buy almost say be processing for court say Monday say that be na one report to any headquarters bi mo one report to Wontumi police station.
Why?
Yes. You only
what's it be?
What the message statement?
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh.
Eh, near be a men doubt too. Last time me yes, Anna.
I'm going for. Can work ya and the magic and then moon yet.
Ne cry na nye.
Hey.
Last cry na ye na want me anje. Oh. So animal farm na e kan no, a script or acting. Judge no act script no ya chiregu ho amano. Look, won't say hate speech. Na de mo law say ye memenya lawyer na ewo he. Mementi ase o. Enra me call program another station bi. And assassin we buy. And I say hate speech. O kai say obi ye frɛ obi wo Ghana ha, ye frɛ no Kevin Taylor.
O so di Ghana ha.
Okay. Okoye ye obia excluding President Mahama or ye O24 or ye Chihini
yes
or ye Chief Imam Nene Kofo or ye obia Archbishop Duncan Williams for ye obia or ye important organ na or ye judge allegations against judge
yeah
judge mano ye mano say omra court wamba to the extent say only ye ni apenyi Isankuma lawyer Isankuma kwanya problem on your judgment because what has yes jurisdiction wamba judge no a oye attack no oye bibia issued an arrest warrant yes sir
yes
CS or ni Ghana arrest warrant there Ghana pen na yebeti mache no yes sir lawyer oba Ghana arrest warrant to see to place in Ghana akwa we buy the ATN say ye de no call house no president vice president fee
yes almost a
residence aban fee yes say nobody has evidence ben nobody has disputed that say okoda wo bebia former president mama or yeah president and vice president or die o free manka or say enfama no as any gratuity part of the gratuity ayan fama no vice president Baumia by okoda oho for 8 years and no honor or free or no our vice president our sitting vice president no go to that residence one koda ho yamfano anko or that on the private residence that residence meant for our vice president no was a place that house Kevin Taylor under the security of the state IGP where all the obi or see obi aye no ye all treaty Abronye say he is the head of police.
When we say what former appointees no bebre omo matu kwan no omo bedru airport wa omo dru airport wa na ya che omo airport na omo ko ibia yoko anasa national security for interrogation asoma kofi
no
because the list at
the list
now here's a case high court
judge I issue a arrest warrant Shenyam functional
it is a kedin di to airport ho so back yenche
na ye bechi animal farm
na before we court ako
na make animal farm no aye ka no unti ase and no na message judge no was only acting a script
yes
nti animal farm nti wono ano ye more than others no what bedroom airport the arrest warrant was not effected ye do no call and no die and I man the lawyer to me throw ne dey be dey me court me nti ase and I dey call Supreme Court. He was under security protection. State police we are head of on the IGP. You do not call them a Supreme Court under security protection and also kwashi arrest warrant no. And yes sir, one kwashi arrest warrant. Under normal circumstances or no I issue a arrest warrant or bedroom Ghana. What is the first thing to do? By channel animal farm.
A police statement in was saying paragraph 2. Caution statement has been obtained from the suspect, that's Azoka, and has been released on bail to report to the Eastern South Regional Police Command in Chebi on September 16, 2025 at 10 a.m. for him to be arraigned before the court.
It may be so because they will say issue needs you or Eastern region.
I would. You see, okay. Animal farm ni bino no.
Men can say.
Atem kwa kasa wo Kumase.
Ya de ne ba Accra.
Ya kwa che na dwoso e de ne ba Accra.
Na say Ashanti.
Animal farm. Oh, judge why can no kre.
Me say a script. Na una mo blame judge. Me say a script na judge no or act. Or act the script. Nti menka bebre
medasi
Kevin Taylor so be kwashi you know or be kwashi ne arrest warrant so he's gone back and yes sir
almost sir you say me follow me
he's doing well
Onim I have said something say NDC they are using their absolute majority omanya you know to misbehave na nhwe ye omoma ye din omon kasa the clergy the debe and Akufado later part of Akufado ye koko twaba niama omukaye on galamsey on debe governance debe se die obia ye din the clergy no omaye din by anhwe ya niama cause one day Ghana may be seen as a democratic peaceful country. Peaceful country, but there's a limit to everything.
Okay.
So stretch it elastic limit of the people are to the extent they say Wontumi and ebe bounce ebe baye. Sadia no we should avoid it. Let's play by the rules and make sure say some animal farm na ye acting no yenjai say yanjaya dachi ebe ba be hantie as a country.
Medasi Audu Mahama managing editor the Constituent newspaper. Nana Prof Kïlł Daniel Kweku na Professor Papa Bentino na Daniel Kweku ka say animal farm story no how did it end and the person me kind ending the menu na yenti was say the other animals witnessing the pigs playing cards with human farmers at the farmhouse, unable to distinguish between the two species because the pigs have become indistinguishable in appearance and behavior. The farm's name is changed back to the manor farm. The original 7 commandments are replaced by a single one. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. That's the last commandment of the Bible. Now, say symbolizing that the pigs have fully adopted the corruption and oppression of the human farmers they initially rebelled against. Also, that's where we are now. Koka, try to me.
Animal farmers ma kasa mo kan mama ba ya na shase nti hwe arrest ni nyina obi a voluntarily okọ obi a no ye di abanka wa gu ni nsa ye di abanka wa no gu
abanka ba
no sorry ye di gu nsa wi a ni aye photo shoot ni ye di ama NDC for no to confirm say information on the buy no o ma ye ho adwuma because he say no eye NDC social media ena omadwuma ye de ama om no om na be hwehwe om na start me mfa mo aginko achi enura samuti apalu say o kase eye apia stadium ene ball no koko say ye nche no ena de okache enu nyina so no according to the playbook no e course enti social media for no ya na ye de ama NDC mpanifo na wo police no enti obawo wa mawo ye beye na ebeye se obeba because wa ma sa journey from ufie to station no ye be massage you pa you will get a massage o hwe Abronye de course no nyina ne de call ye na me busa say then normal Obama kan ye no it's really working because if you can one person now was a accoutrement first day at court with the 20 people with guns second day 50 men well protected na boko Wontumi nko waste of state resources but me person IGPT as say yen yaka say ye ba whether wa bemu ni abemu we will try him for causing financial loss to the state because baby say Bible ni freedom of movement obi anya bi no who deny nkrofo wunti obi because Wontumi amon ne ho ban obi aye ye friend saying refugee na odie nkrofo a obetumi omo ye tiktokers omo di nkomo abasa also police who radio station or TV station. Yes, the police has a media platform, so why don't you use it? Ejuma na ye de ma no enti ne ka say dampare enye wa fe ni dampare asa dampare am ejuma no gab na ye kese amount you don't fit in the place when I open 2 years extension no but just remember say playbook na wo ye no a time will come whether you are in retirement and that is where your children will see you the same playbook no same process no ye do be kwa wa ko yia no senia wo de ne de enye Black Maria o ebeye mo yo honu blue ene ye do be ko.
All right, Koka and now what any no ato no just that become uncomfortable when o compare we ne back no ko efe ne say dampare me de dampare de ma born negative one crowd. All right, Prof. No, I agree. Said the way you will be our opinion, you know. Prof. Pacho, want to say, oh, don't worry. Maybe I did that. Had the same production at them. In terms of for Professor Boadu. Na me bomb pie said that me could be ma meet my boko, but in your day so to say Professor Boadu. Nibufu crowd. Ya so de egufu a ya dana blanket kire ho crowd to say who made it yes say to it It's no, yeah, you see what was so many attributes are. I will say Edipa etim isua one for bibia hwa no ho na mo bokon. It's the professor Azibodi or dean finance and accounting department e wo UPSC me former school and then what basin proper to bibia bokon there.
No, do more boko.
Proper to use we say no me.
Former school, but I'm frozen. Take nothing for so.
I was my friend me. And that be say my comeback could be man and be 70 is a oban makaha.
It's all that dying.
Oh, that mean that. And the professor Azibodi and then Obeka whoever be di enkomono na prof really the court in ceremony we need the one the yanko holomo yebeko amamu nsem akokasi kasem any good board ho ense 70 no na prof enne enu ana enu mi hukuteshi bi na wahenfa krempo obi na descend me na mi hu initially no na obi send the bread me wo ye wo say was mission was a god is over penny horn you cry when I miss had the wire day. I was say Muhammad meets media. We enjoy news. Yes, news. You know, was say Mr. Eric Fatos Mame was say on July 8th, on 8 July 2025, the president said Gold Board was the city's father. On 10th September 2025, the BOG was the city's father. If the city keeps changing fathers, it will struggle to grow. The city isn't looking for a paternity test. It's looking for a single responsible father. That means, hey, akwara bako, ni papa bebre. I don't know. Come up, and I saw that one. I said, okay, wait, it is good, but that has made the city. Yet you know, and a prof. It's come on, yeah, cause Gold Board and says him any city, any. Or prof picture no see come up ene da hono nti de mekenken no ene da hono prof Azibodi ena wakasa no prof ti cd ensensem no any good board no and open fa dey be start first but we tell you free so
God don't say the old start here
okay
mentia lawyers so
yeah
menya e ja mo ha dey menya protection kakra
hakwa na mo ayehu no
maybe so you say na wafa apobia menya bi na
what be brave by
aha na bejifi
what be brave by
it's unya would so
yes
wonderful submissions na godo mo fidi mo yina
before the call
that old boy me microphone ma me
prof na me nyachi ma una say ma prof flyers bi Charlie poetic here.
So also sorry ya can oh adia me as a teacher adia me pedi truansi yeah adia me pe adia me pedi truansi so also bisa oh prof on truansi obanwa pie me da me chadia me nya da fosebo
you go no so that's over man
me bia kakra wusu we
na on say the entire me pie no information be na obi dey mama
okay relevant information
high court circuit court judge no
okay
apparently there's a law platform be so confirm President Mama to appoint judge in Abronye's case to high court bench.
Okay.
And information amenya and say his honor has applied and has been vetted by the Judicial Council on 20th day of August 2025.
Okay.
On or after time okay they are for 1:20 p.m. For the position of High Court judge. Until I see Judicial Council could approve no around August August last month we and you do 1 month until we
it's the mechanic na me right
you're right and all they call High Court too and I may say papa we and sheni years animal fan rule or the court best sentence or more
na mo ma prof na mo pesa mo
baba say in that you really are close to Article 17
Godon
yeah
we Article 17 you see say a judge like this now or court high court we should be worried we Article 17 but headline equality and freedom from discrimination. Article 17:1. All persons shall be equal before the law.
Lord here and animal farmers.
What I say? All persons shall be equal before the law.
But is there any law in an animal farm?
Oh, there be tea. So he's so wrong.
He's not wrong.
He's all wrong.
What Papa painted a picture of our current situation. He said,
yes,
we are in an animal farm.
No, he's all wrong.
Four legs good, 2 legs bad.
Now came from the 2 legs.
What's up to Idi Amin?
Oh, no,
Dabi, he got it wrong.
He's all wrong.
Dabi, yeah. Professor Atuku of blessed memory, was Gordon. There's no mere coincidence in this world.
Yes.
Sarokachen was say assembly be here we want tiase but we be
yes.
Okay. Yes, so I said there's no mere coincidence in this world. Now it is not out of anything and a judge no echo to a statement by Idi Amin whereby ya Nancy
one quote Idi Amin or two
no, but it is wrong attribution. I wrong attribution. Mugabe was what can you want the car? Idi Amin the car. Yes.
Okay,
what say I can guarantee your freedom of speech, but I can't guarantee your freedom after speech. And I may say conform bro social media. Fred John Mahama Idi Amin. So there's no mere coincidence in this world. I am telling you, I don't know whether you are getting the linkages I'm trying to draw.
But you're actually quoting the judge.
It's a judge can't say mame, if mame a year friend say Stella Boatia. Min go to Nabra mame if Nabra Boahima. Yes, so he got it wrong. What
you should be governed by the supreme law of the land, which is the constitution, and not a book be obiatro. Wow, to even wrong.
I could see almost saying
the commandments.
No, but we are judge there. Constitution in Mra and also the Ejuma.
And there will be in the book fiction.
Only the fiction or the Ejuma.
You have not appreciated the animal farm principle.
Yeah, and
if you had
Peter,
you
have not a idea knows. Oh.
Animal farm book no deba ko bi o made squilla o be for proper ye kwa
no okay ni na
squilla and Napoleon so ho do Napoleon oh goodness mafia kid
yeah uncle school of auntie
oh prof just sir
they call it elementary school yeah
okay, it's the Professor Boadu and I was saying no prof what's all the be fa him fa
fa ni speech no
fa President Muhammad speech
interventions
bacho yanko
hold on let me say IRPP na ye bisa say mo fi de mo circumstances na
you could tell license dada
yeah restore
or more restoring
well they are not to me we issue a press a position paper on it
my issue that last week no this week
in fact yes sir a buying penny for yeah restore mo call online there but ayeka easy see yes sir they no kakretum yes sir penny for the SCBA no inja na yeah restore lances yeah
na o the prof pass oh that be ka me hwe modman no atumi ya still na wontie no na ka me hwe someone President Mahama no ye opposition leader wonu ankasa ekan efa ebra na na ye president and someone wakafa closure of various media houses ocho opilete e de command na opilete na minhu ocho opilete e de command President Kufuado na let no wa accuse President Kufuado say wonu ankasa na wa makwa say yen close down various media houses na wo catch ni say enye democracy na wo ma Ghana fo nyina aswate say ono be president dia no radio station and it be close down nyamin child me kut be bia de ni sisi ya was saying
okantame
okano 11th February 2022 11th February 2022 open letter to President Akufo-Addo. Was it, dear President Nana Akufo-Addo, I am appalled at the growing criminalization of speech and journalism in Ghana under your watch in this 21st century. An investigative journalist was murdered under very troubling circumstances. Yet, While the Ghanaian people and the international community have demanded justice, government's inability or unwillingness to act is obvious to all. The police have virtually shelved the investigations into this brutal murder. There have also been several disturbing incidents of harassment of journalists in the line of duty. We have witnessed media establishments close down on your instructions. Direct accusation of Akufo-Addo, despite many appeals to you. Now, in the space of less than 2 weeks, 4 people have suffered police action, criminalizing their right to free speech. As Attorney General at the time, who led the repeal of the criminal libel law in order that citizens could freely express their views, it is unconscionable to be suppressing the rights and criminalizing the speech of citizens and journalists. It is even more worrying when the power of the state is used as a pliant tool in this intimidating endeavor. Radio and TV presenter Captain Smart was dragged from court, and Obudu has been incarcerated for statements he allegedly made. Civil society activists I seem to suggest insincerity behind the serious decriminalization of speech that you led. Another radio presenter, Bobi Ansa, has been arrested, detained, and charged, criminalized for speaking and making allegations against your wife. Again, last week, security personnel linked to your party brutalized a radio presenter and producer in the city of Takoradi. Such lawless attacks have today become common occurrences in our country. President Akufo-Addo, you cannot continue to oppress the people, criminalize speech when these matters are essentially civil in nature, if you feel offended by them. This is John Mahama writing 11 February 2022. It is even more sad that the Ghana Journalists Association and its senior members, many of our clergy and other moral leaders, scared because of the oppressive and dictatorial regime you are running, have remained quiet in the face of this disturbing development in a maturing democracy. This is a dangerous blueprint you are fashioning for our dear nation, and it must not be encouraged. Your actions as president have totally discredited your self-acquired accolade as a human rights lawyer and activist. Ghana has long emerged from the unfortunate past where journalists were cowed by incarceration and brutalization. I fear that if you do not take immediate action to arrest this unfortunate trend, when you exit the high office of the president in January 2025, freedom of speech and the free media will certainly not be counted as part of the legacy you leave behind. Your brother, John Dramani Mahama. President Mahama, the true or not the true. Beside this, no, was I can say, what the Peter said about Salamwa. Okay, it's Mutamutuku.
NDCD on 28 years. And you statement of Bakai about democracy.
Yes,
me na me.
I should not get anything now.
If I'm born 10, but we 5 minutes more.
Don't try the quick.
Because I was at you.
We don't want the quickie. Okay, y'all go.
Go on. TM say yes, 24. Sabi, baby, I be do. In fact, you may change this month or the quarter. Say Benya rule of law report and now quality of governance report or whatever. Okay. And I want to see Ghana, your position, your rankings.
Okay. Rule of law.
It will be interesting, and I'm looking for that report.
Is there a report like that?
Oh yeah, quality of governance.
Quality of governance. Yes.
You also report. I share all these parameters. Maybe I do. Now, and them say. Dabena President share media 2 days ago.
Enrichi. Thursday. No, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yes.
Manya Quanti live program. Now be sending me video nibi. Now me tombo see etie kosi the end. Na ada nyoma de meka say yemfansi ho. Nemum ne metia na sebe and Thomas Muye. Near me say before the speech now what can it be on the 8th July or say gold board and I'm a city no I have brand here before share
media.
It is gold board that has made the city
a brand here
and a brand here now. me first statement and I'm say na gold board no bad abeng. Me kofa Bank of Ghana omo functions omo ye.
Okay.
Now the major functions of BOG are monetary policy controls.
Yes.
1. Exchange rate stabilization. 2. 3. Obe building reserves. Now we're making sure say liquidity our system. And you might be 9 here. T say no gold board and they in charge of monetary controls, CD exchange rate stabilization, liquidity, and then building reserves. The banners are the SSI.
And my family be at me see.
Enti me te say na no kore ni enkoye mame. Me de to wa enti osamount platform on Wednesday. And osan car say say there BOG and now city no ejina. From July 1 story, September 1 different story. Na e won so
pa
o say ira Kofod Beka say sikampe dede o kan twi ni ntia de yesere
credibility
ya de yesere keke o sikampe dede o ka about knowing say here on currencies.
Yes,
it just a currencies thrive on confidence.
Yes,
and confidence is built as a result of consistency. So 2 ways way. So when you're consistent on an issue about currency no ne ho chi no na ade ye biase bia no e won sunsan so enti obo hu say ye can be brave say your currency edi ye careful because there were 2 leadership na omo kansem na enkoye o say careful. In fact okas asem on July na jono na me bon pa say governor na otie sansem abafa kan na wanti na also we enkofa ka say BOG governor resign
as if said you want we even juma.
Yeah, in fact other jurisdictions and Kobe resign omo na 2 year Mahama for say see the no be also jina 10 to 12 obekai.
Yes.
Now in finance a principal and agency theory. Opening and now jumura and wow ye worker.
Okay.
There's a theory
okay.
So my catcher say I will say jina 10 to 12 hold on. So see the no sa 13 14 obesa intervene na
obesa ye. He said so we jai.
He say principal and agency theory. So principal and say I will say jina say
12.
He say 12 13 14 obesa be you mana. By now consult Nejma too. Because either say secret even na would see and area Mahama abeyuto. And I say Mahama word intro. 2 options. Yes sir yemboa. Intermaker say na see the no or 2 birth certificate ana. 1 by reforms. 1 by intervention.
Yes.
Enti mesre say ye can some way esan say sidi no say be on pedede na yemra na sampotia okaye ai eye that day o say obekai somewhere May there was an interview Joy Express PM Express by one presenter.
Okay.
On the Bank of Ghana governor koye meeting.
Okay.
Now we meeting no and me transcribe in your car no.
Okay.
It was about these same interventions. He's on record to have said or said the stability you are seeing now was not being propped by interventions.
Governor.
Yeah.
Okay. What's it interventions?
Interventions.
Okay.
It is not because we are selling reserves for stability. No. Remember, our reserves program is actually going up by day we are building more and more reserves. All that we are doing is strengthening the surge in inflows. A number of foreign exchange market reforms are being implemented. It is the combination of all these factors. Go to Chelsea. Bank of Ghana yen fine sanche sika sembia sidine de noa na nya economy
yen se ni kubu ye miemia no
kono who say
kubu kubu what first
no kubu ne English ne there
inducement prof what put me to the test
oh yeah
yo mayebi
enti papa we can say we ana na president be can different thing ana o see en fine sanche mu kra na obe kai say ye can say cd appeja mu ye ni age the actual appreciation of the cd na 2 times well ye wo era August into ye wo 8 months
it's about September
yeah what fan say August
okay
your 8 months I cost through 2 times but did they any 2 times era February to January to February a call form in era February to March a year flat and cost and coffin
ejina ho
and the page anum kakra to 8.9% in April so May any hunsa page kese pa to 27.3% from 8 to 9% to 27
and is that eso
inte ho no se ye hwehwemu
say ye then at that time be say
jump kese sa to me from 8.9 all the way to 27 appreciation
okay
wow inte ho na IRP cover data say no say investigating and when you who say ye export grow just enyoma dey kwama no yenyaska kese pa from 4.3 eco see $13.8 billion there's a difference and $9.5 billion in fact so inyae unya export
wow
at that time in the show says so unya export na inflow kese ba reserves you're checking reserves no difference of account a 5.3% I mean $1 billion into say Westport call 9.5 now reserves are called 5.3 and just a 4 bi baby you who baby fine is there fine x and
fine F hey where fine y
we know x
y
fine y
enti ho na ye bi say na say scan away so what grow into who say side jump 8.9 be 27 no e ho na two scan at the good system na ho na IMF force we can say 4.0 ye hu World Bank we ye hu say scan interior asiama e ka say ye first scan fan tungo mu a akwai so resign
na enya no cre data support sa
and support
president abeka say
omu miemi ade no
na omu ye
omu se kubu
into the
omu se kubu omu word lagate no nam ho sudi se kubu
kokodo
prof omu se kubu chese on say boxing e try bia yon ko mo kan se ko bu omu boxing doping boxing na nke yefere doping na ho ade ni nuru ho but the Mike Tyson e ba beku enti e was say I say one in pani e ma two blows bebre doping kubu doping ni twidi kubu
the first tweet as am here we say colon bre
sir
Jane say question I say for sem for info yi ne di ho atepe
enya bubu just analyze
class no obvious ntimi nye teacher ne ba obvious ntimi nye
Nothing put na bobo but it from boy.
No see entiase. O say compare and contrast.
How are you? Nobody has so. Anyway.
Go down.
Yeah, prof.
Into here governor me the main castle on resign.
But some more kind.
Unim ni empese meka. We must have a conversation for what is an establishment of financial control authority in Ghana.
Financial control authority.
Ghana also TV.
Yeah, one ever head na dey on be.
It's an oversight responsibility of all the financial system. One, SEC, NPRA, NIC, and about 4 or senior body a bit more control.
One is SEC head no.
Abeji na me madam for your deputy.
Na unya be a Mensa Thompson. Prof. Unya Mensa Thompson so a deputy the of Security and Exchange Commissioner. It tells Mensa Thompson. What are you telling me? Mensa Thompson. Mensa Thompson.
Yes.
Mama governor no di ne hene. Enye ma farm governor di hene ye do obeye.
So your connoisseur inconsistency. And you can answer.
But prof, go from the Bank of Ghana no mu. And now fiscal policy when they send na nensano. So no yes who else can have oversight responsibility over the aye.
No, me the other part I mean who say monetary policy no. Say about next month.
Aye.
Good. Unwa dey koso. Committee ni nyina share. Now the me before say Sid na say cause now we say say cause now it's okay ni vote no proper data I that why just say
support
yeah this when figure they do gum
based
on the other indicators model yes
what about
sir
one show the first report by BOG
anyway they
or be a decision now can the back person more we can that's the first novella here by
really
into all kind no actual no I vote no we can no we say yeah near pages I don't know okay anchor 21.5 always anchor near majority now
hey everybody there's a danger there
when there was a paper we wrote so we must start having conversation model bang the use to come out with our monetary policy figure.
I think I read it.
We should have a conversation. Until sure, no query ni. Me kase on resign for now. But me kase we must start having that conversation. Say they must have a board that have an oversight responsibility to control this.
Okay.
Into buying mantle stage, and Wednesday. And I said, "Debut, minyanum." BOG for intervenir. Omu to skagum.
President Mahama.
Aye. Omu to skagum. Then was say dear. Ye jai.
Yes.
Hey. Wako confession.
This is a time when said the government was factual. In fact, one on the speech, I must say, "What did no carry pa?"
We did
no carry pa say. What did no carry betuto? But it's at a cost.
Yeah.
What can get you? But the cost of the statement, you need to quantify to the international community. So you waited for other big organizations to force you. Now, me new force they say a done so is a manifest and a curry.
The reality, no, a bowa. Do be yaro no.
Now, go no your intervention. Who do you see? From 27.3 no, a tip by 0.3.
Hey.
Yeah. You just depreciation no 0.3 and about 1.8. This is about 8.9. The latest one. A chest and not BB Koso. You tea on in the wajai. God must not wait to do this to economy. Okay, you tea and your bomb price of man and cobonio.
Hey Debbie,
we will never in any day sell a man ni ye ni nation. Inti kasa aya sebe. Yen penny for na omuntie kakra because of mine no yen kasa mo ne mo ne e bom pan say betimi akọ nanim na ekọ nanim ayi nyina na yenyanfa so
yes
ne mo we must not wait until the last minute and sana ya vedi no car
if only they would take say the 24 say more can in good faith say stakeholders towards nation building. It can be kind of come from a Pamudia. Young good ball straight.
Go on, I'm saying, maybe say, yeah, on the city, no.
Why?
Small point be a mahu speech media budget
intervention now.
Okay. Go on, maybe say,
Prof.
No, Prof.
Hey, now I say,
Prof.
Say one now they were not intervening. Or share Parliament Economy and Development Committee. Ojo Nkrumah, ranking member. He told them, say, they pumped in $2 billion to stabilize the city.
Yes.
He told them.
Yes.
And our gold board, a gold for oil, and so is also supported with the stability of the city by $1.7 billion. Gold for oil, no more say, Enya Papa, or more make chemu, or make cancel. No, so they said they will cancel. In fact, in fact, finance minister said it never even existed. They said they through that process go for oil. No, it helped to stabilize the $1.7 billion to be able to crack oil instead of direct forex motivation. Go for oil no alone help stabilize it by $1.7 billion. Nti sa send your can oman bi anka fana BOG governor way
beba makoko do upon Nkrumah Facebook. I remember
correct.
I remember say oye no make post
correct
5th August. Second paragraph was say prices of gold have shot up by about 43% and cocoa by about 90% between 2024 and 2025, leading to strong forest earnings to support the city. Additionally, the BOG has intervened with over $2 billion USD from our reserves to push the city. In response to worries about sustainability, the BOG is commencing a program to hedge a portion of our gold reserves. The gold purchase program has been a masterstroke. That was the amount. Was the Parliament is on recess.
Yes.
The Economy and Development Committee is winding down on our work. Monday, we met the Bank of Ghana to take a look at half-year data.
Where on the kind?
Nkrumah.
I see.
It's right after meeting Governor Nenin Pennyfono and a summary of
this information given to the committee.
Yes.
Hold on, Pacha, make him look at where Prof say Prof I can say as my governor can it comes at a very high cost.
Yeah,
but more actions necessary now. What's the impact on JD4? Make how had the last time. A creative uncertainty. One names and a currency in the back. And see, I don't know how far no. Bakofa at okra no na dollar no rate A. A bit na dollar no rate C. And the same rate saying or beton no. O nim sania or beton be na dollar no creatina. And see, Emma a good for much pa. Dodo na sika crash. If it's a cotono dollar boarding na obeba na dollar no. Ade exchange dollar na ba form kra na ontimi nton no sa abo no otiso kakra waboka enti eyade a edwadifo no mo ha mo pa. The second point so I may make and is you see here you are multinational and say you need to understand why you are doing what you are doing. Me who say sometimes na I tend to think say I say omo any ndi no correct, but other times too it appears to me say abana nkasa no ne oye no onu ade konti oye ne oye won shedan se ne oye na se mejiri se enche ira baomia ne word bi anu yusu oba be yusu incompetence because say within 1 month my dollar to me appreciate city to me appreciate by about 28%. Economics be in here na another month asati from that increase to 0.
Magical world. Peter. Yes.
Clearly no. I'm saying something is not right. May 28 at CEO summit. Governor Sako repeat say the CD appreciation is not engineered. Sako repeat you. But unim the mid-year fiscal policy review budget statement now ato forcing ekokan wo parliament now. July okay, July ya no kokan wo parliament no. On my hint said they were doing the engineering
ato forcing.
Yes.
What's it saying?
Who share the media budget no ready na. Page 21 on exchange rate development. The famous apeke part now. Was it Mr.
The
Speaker?
Infamous.
Oh, sir, actually, I be na yi pa. Okay, we dey matter.
The infamous.
Hey, Montessori for omo ha adwun.
And they quite about it person.
Or say, Mr. Speaker, government committed to implement the following measures to stabilize the exchange rate.
Okay.
And obo first gold board.
Gold board DD.
Oh yeah no. And obo implement appropriate forest forward auctions to support the stability of the city.
Forest auction.
And only a intervention.
But forest auction the be omo ye e normal anamwa. Quantum no.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and about 24 even though 24 hours no. Was in your ma I'm still not stabilizing a gold board. 24 hours. 24 hour. I say they've implemented 24-hour economy.
Please. Hey, Mr. So, I was for a higher movement television program in the Betremu and you stream live all social media platforms in our Facebook and YouTube and then a power packed. Okay, back to Prof.
Mr. I saw kind of was to me na mirror. Oh. Sure, yeah the request. Yeah the request ACO out here to gold board.
Yes.
To get the data of almost shipment as a phone na. Since March or so yeah they call it. Yeah chia nya sa data. Ni nya call. We call one radio station me and I'm saying nya call from my office. Until you say, on say, you have to a letter. Until you say, via call data na ready. Letter no say and sound call BOG. A honor more didn't you honor and say data no. Sir,
RTI echo gold board.
Yeah.
For them,
see your data. Okay. Data for gold S because we did that. RLPP needed that data to make a case.
Ukada na me call join news no right?
Yeah.
Ukada no. Ukada. Meka no ho say men treaty minority say omo bi no ko parliament a omo musa sa question no that finance minister emfa gold board for this data ni na amra say omo gold ni free because they should be able to tell us see any shipment
sa data no would do as good.
Yes, we have to get it.
So be obeto boy bia should get that data. Nien compare sika buying the man in their budget. Any no more to me I export because yeah first report it was so damning. She budget allocation the man any gold or so what your man 1 cedi sir 1 cedi out me cotton gold by 200. What could difference no on the cotton? What could this kind of
okay. The business
illegal you purchase via bar now say unya no way business because you go by your budget. And now, because this cafe will be a young capture now. Because what ship huge, yes. And if you look at how much they have shipped, and that's how much huge. So difference no way. Data, your bonfire so be a main sanka data. You want if I had the bad 15 questions in that too.
That be you need to use RTI no. So it's almost like a governor.
Also, Bank of Ghana.
Prof, won't you be my Indian use at me? I shall say, won't you motivate them to pay Arutiano? Because we need to get it. I will let you. Oh my goodness. Yeah. All right. Okay, Eti, Professor Isaac Boadu and Eddie and Kubono. Yes, go back to President Mahama, a brownie Shia, no, or then say Jofu Shia, na his position on galamsey. Ye person no asem and ye can see I was say 10-20 it aka 40 minutes ye be use to back pictures the better model Peter no
proof my gold board
but maybe who picture
$279 million
I get picture because them who na fe
prof
eti no problem eti ye be 20 minutes no e wo galamsey ni aye 20 minutes on campaign na ekoso within MPP so ntino I would start wo yeah kwai
ana galamsey there na o say galamsey there say galamsey na is galamsey is where so last me who say Peter Krom cry ye to galamsey wo obi fie wo Peter Krom atija ay Charlie galamsey there mama obai Oman Kasa, they are fighting as to who to control the galamsey business within government.
Oh, is that so?
Oh, yes. They are fighting within government on who to control, which anti-galamsey task force Nebeya in charge. They are fighting.
Yes.
It's obvious. Our national organizer Kraka says here in this band task force is Nina. You mean?
Also almost
Tortiska Yanguno. Yes.
I mean,
oh no, answer no. Namo can. I'll just link you to a animal farm. Only say or no ankasano. The entire or fight here. Only say Attorney General refer or no. And any
Abanga
vice chairman,
Abanga
vice chairman to Yoko.
Yes,
say investigate or more for their alleged involvement in galamsey activities.
Yes,
and yeah, maybe directly. I say they are part of a syndicator or more JJ. They are supporting galamsey for that allegation has been there. Attorney General many opinion ayene or refer or more to Yoko. When they say up to now, they've not been invited by Yoko.
Debbie.
Yes, say animal farmer motihana more argument. So that is it. Make galamsey the Mahama so ba. Mati amafo bebre say state of and now make account baby say I don't think he say the only way to fight galamsey Obe state is a state of emergency. Obe declare state of emergency because this was a statement Mayor and Akufo-Addo say you don't need state of emergency to fight galamsey. So and I don't intend changing that stance Mayor. But or more was opposition time no sir Mahama ministers almost say state of emergency na betima fight it many why. Then when I was saying say it is not the right way to go or Momo say it was the right way to go, but people are expecting say once they have come so almost say state of emergency na the right way to go.
Yeah,
once they have now come to government then they should implement what they were preaching. A Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, okay, Madam for Ama Kofi Boa, also state of emergency.
Yes. Minister
for Foreign Affairs, also state of emergency. President Akufo-Addo on the
fine. Ablakwa.
Facebook man.
Aye. Olupo die wo see yenya na wo ya pa yo.
If say yen jai e krampo yen
what just why exasperated.
Yes.
Hey, we should ban all man of
just put moratorium on.
I will show a video right away. Wo the twaso.
Many Madam for pa Haruna Idrisu on also state of emergency. Sir DSTV man way.
DSTV man bay. DSTV man bay.
DSTV man way. Or no say president on declare also a person stop here or bet him within 1 week 2 weeks or best state of emergency and declare. Or no go crowd joining labor unions and Okoji Mike Okasasa. Jata.
Sam George I said okay.
This is all no DSTV for Neko.
And
onim
me edana me call bi akabu sa person ma say and na no blaster match na ball Accra ha no wo hwe bia na o ka say am we wo hwe ne hefa because I dey ko ka so hwe bi
because
but me don bell wo use
na Ghana TV bia anti DSTV na
wo ye dan wo hwe
DSTV na
and no president Mahama ko ka so hwe na we so hwe no he
say I don't know fight to say any reduce prices.
There be so almost say government agency be use DSTV.
Sadia no.
Yes, Emma Kofi Adams, he was caught using DSTV.
No, was the office and
yes, Kofi Adams. You see, enemy ball ma, I'm more any child's play.
I didn't know settings no more someone settings say last year say
killnet.
kïlł is a na me ko hu fia na pram
kïlł
pram name on me any money is love, God is love, you know, and no be a mine. God is love. And so look, galamsey there many opinion Mahama or so or the AI be fight galamsey. AI no, I don't know how long it will take to deploy AI. AI no ebia China for say AI omo ya there pa. I think they are almost a leading country in terms of AI right now. Yes, I think China is a plane call and plane ajay call.
Let's talk about Marco.
Now AI, how many years now months now use to deploy AI and now manufacture of that specific specification and no one deploy also about campaigns so no or no about obe jai oma President Kuvadochi omono they were not the
omonya campaign we omo Goro boys obechi penyo for no ankasa. How long does it take say obechi sa now I suppose say he knew them. Of course
he knew them apart from omokochi chairman Wontumi say or no company auto mine yeah mining or forest they have not even showed any video and no evidence why na omache no MP Sukra NDC MP Christ Hunu Valley. He's involved in galamsey. Almost chairman ni bibia involved. Or I think they are part of the Goro boys.
So NDC MP.
Yes.
Hunu Valley. Traditional authority war enclave hono press conference.
And almost try
and almost so
yes.
Because so see galamsey no almost asase hunu kana asase dwane because obesey no
but no or your Goro boy onye campaign
okay I get you
or a campaign so galamsey there on him say last if you read what Erastus Asaridonko or see or no why disappointed say mama his stance on galamsey it shows clearly say galamsey no either say on tiasie the course on the ground to say he's not been properly briefed or he knows the effect near my course of bad on canocre but he has moved away from the stance and I saw be fat galamsey say there only say one of the issues are a water company site here for asking for 280
galamsey
almost say the turbidity level of water higher west say I can say are west cra. So if you are fighting galamsey, will it be west? If you have fought it well within the last 8 months, will it be west?
President wouldn't be so you use the word reluctant.
State of emergency, no.
I was say he's reluctant
to use
because you're reluctant as which means all institutions in our culture they say won't declare.
Yes.
But we're not and what take a decision say menye.
Yes.
Why because I see you but say he is reluctant to do it. Even in the face of the fact say institutions that guys be able to say no, but just at me and yes,
but he even I don't agree. But even says there are avenues that have not been exhausted.
By one man advice. Okay, if those avenues
let's agree say avenues should not be exhausted.
That be communication person. If those avenues have not been exhausted, then there's no reluctance. Because but
someone must say will be a communication.
What your communication expert? Me. What your communication by who your communication? Am I a political scientist?
No.
Me a political science.
No.
But am I a political scientist?
That's what I'm saying. That yeah, now Musuka will be an expert. Will be an expert.
I want you to
will be one as well as a security expert. Meanwhile, be a security lawyer and he learned it on the internet.
Akwaya was say what your business the you was also crazy.
Because say President Mahama Kasano never stay make a program of say never say or best state the state of emergency. Now President Mahama if he didn't say it, did he stand as an independent candidate?
Oh, what kind?
He stood granted he stood on the ticket of National Democratic Congress. And yes sir. Omo kasa na omo leading members of NDC.
Yes,
in fact, Nepano appointed as a Lands and Natural Resources Minister Amabua. On a minister for land, no,
yes.
If he did not believe in what Amabua did and believe is Amabua be one fighter, will he have appointed him?
No.
so ma obi meka say mahama ankasa and declare state of emergency
afekwa no mo si end this for anya press conference am ka so nko bill 19 constitution no nche baby kura say so press conference answer their hold
almost say new manifesto mu state of emergency ni sir.
All right abusafo yanko prof
meko
oko na beka galamsey kakra 1 minute
1 minute na unim Abaya was show commitment part to this fight towards the and say Kufuado.
It's not in doubt.
Suleiman Ibrahim said
on record. Or say it if a bit cost to make the president cry, I will do it. Indeed, and cost the MPP defeat. It contributed. Yes. I cost MPP for.
Oh dear, wo.
Share Peter Mau time. Obekai.
Mekai.
Burning
excavators.
Rural areas.
Including MPP National Women's Organized excavators.
I any refia semo. Share MPP fighter. Any Abronye ni 8-month fighting. Godon. Enko.
Mati.
Share a whole galamsey. You tag front. Got divided.
Yes.
And I led a group, silent majority group.
Led by Professor Boadu as a spokesperson.
We fought and no. And no a giant council, a whole UTAC young co-journey, TUC for Labor Union. You declare state of emergency. You know, I say, on your positions. One I can say.
Who did you kasa?
It's too short to say mama on declare state of emergency.
You understand? Because we say Sata your position as silent majority group say no. There are other nyoma also here and some I could declare. Ye the idea see a con change na yanko for kodum ye bia. And ne one who say ye avenues be also exhausted.
Nyame mai echina. All right, ebuza for enti Professor Boadu and Martinica. Oh, yanko.
Okay, go on me that say enti on the galamsey issue no. Go on the galamsey issue. Videos now boy you know. Na ensembi run it through.
Yes.
San semni nyina no yes I was say declare state of emergency now. Pacho obia can be. Obia now from Okujeto Ablakwa honorable to honorable Haruna Idrisu
to
Amakufibua to Sam George and even the president. Almost now. But and the president enya kwenya shia Ghana for near Kasafa from Memoir. Asamba Kokaye or say we haven't exhausted the powers. War ye de Becon Galamsey no into he doesn't see the need for states of emergency. And he also said say mama security agencies and powers enough to fight this issue. And clearly one who said the position before by your president as I'm now why president da any the position of some be president and no assistant completely why 360 on that. Meanwhile no nansenya yenwenum bi ekunya kwenhia ewimhyen ekote omohweye yenya yewura foreign minister honorable Okujeto Ablakwa awbekan say president Mahama oti asama waka kire mo at cabinet say obeye ruthless ebagaram say he strongly believes say obitu anamoa ibi mada. Then the president comes to say ade no kra no yento yebo yenyendru sa eba enyuma bebre mebunu nya adwuma ene ho ensem bebre. This is the same president obaso oma yeyi abadwuma for be 40,000 a day. Inti se waka say jobs inti a na say clearly asem no person this is done 9 na galamsey e wo se atias yes se kwoswa emwa obia emwa yentemamfo ochina sase ye de beyefu ye nya bi mfa nyafu enti ye kom ne beba apart from that san say ye nsuo ye de baako a e bed ni pa so beka say we importing nsuo na wo importing no ye de trucks and the call Burkina Faso ana Togo ana Ivory Coast akotwe nsuo abagana am ye nya bi e de adware nya bi e de anom ye nya bi ayi di adwuma anase ne ebeye ya de ebesre president say ma onhwe Ghana for se Ghana for eye NDC card bearer members nko a esan say obaye no ne yehu se asia ne se obi a ofele se oye mining na impo ele legitimate ne o ma ya ne se oma ama NDC for akwako take over yera Wontumi e de no ye akonta mines a clear example we providing documents we indicate we can be obi an challenge no say a proper small scale mining we large scale but or the requisite license or the enejuma eso ene ya pamne free honom enna enkofo a omunim hunim de omonya miners but can only mine illegally yammo kwan no mudi sa adwuma yi yatie free ewura ya mean ono kasa eye na homete se bosha omode share galamsey for sombo mama ye adwuma no aban pesosia no kwantie ne yama kwan se wa wo ye bia kwakwa ye adwuma mama ma politics en ma omano en seisa se ene na enya bi eya enye na ne ye na ye mpo no ya manager ene ama bi ekoye ne enye in the name of politics me se me tinemani an me hu ne se ne aban ne tries obey ne se omaba so hofue no omo members no aye ne du ho ma yese ne omoko ampa na se o we nam na we ketrema na papa be no ware enya de galamsey na so no me kwakuta bi nko anase godnya sare brako egode sare be dia ko anase yinwa no me o hey enkwa na be affecting on mine no na yese no enti e besere wasan ba biem we president ohun ni ankoso ye oma nana montuo ni kasemo ene ne ye enko enye ade a ebeda ho amaganafo ochena bi no yenya rehiremo se ana ganafo ene beji se alice ne okaso kwakosunya no e ba bededi because galamsey fight there ne president akan kire se onye hu bibia onye hu bibia
but don't be surprised why you be that and wo jai ye no wo feeling na mahama ya ga na ye environment minister Emma waka say afedie baby adu no muntimi nye bi do majai the new strategies perfect mahama first attempt do buy do ye
it looks like that same posture and otiki even if and even more to the earlier posture take here no person trainer say simple bit me hu bibia ogide say enuru say ebetu sa na mo state of emergency no basically the trainer say ye declare say ehon ye ntu mine okrum ha inti ya no see declare for 1 month obi a ye hu say wafa soso wafa water pumping machine wafa chamfine eko bia no next ononko a na ehu say wakwako this adwuma no it is so easy to stop. It would have been an easier a year to implement. Nase obi beye mining na gradually we warm ourselves into the mining again. This would have been an easier way to do it. Yes, Reno. On the position na ebeha Ghana. Ebeha ochina oni hono mo a ebeha ne ma ebeha ne nananom. Yeso mrantie ne mabawa Ghana fo mrantie ne mabawa eji twi ekoto abama NDC ebeha omunyina enti yesre migidi se be yehwe enkofo bi nsem mo kan ya Manase Azuri ebeka bibi after yewura press conference no or say on galamsey however he has been very disappointing. Ayo. Or refer to as Sema President Kafa Galamsey. And I say I feel more hopeless after listening to the president. Okay. Where Manase Azuri. Yenhwe Suleiman Abrahama, Executive Secretary, Media Foundation for West Africa. Also, so I can say Akufo-Addo fought Galamsey harder than Mahama's current government. We join news. These are people Erasmus so akanede we mu yenkrofo a omuji ginemu omone yewura Mahama nankasa ene yewura Kojeto Ablakwa yewura Haruna Idrisu yewura Amakufibua yewura Sam George ekonye se yenye state of emergency on Galamsey na yenjai Galamsey emprimprin enye ochna sankofwe a express disappointment inti wasi Mahama etias se nipa omo tu anamon siense sa ban they say Galamsey no essay insuo no omo abemu abu ewo ne ho eni nanamo a otu
Medase papa lawyer kwakuta bia mponsa na matering kanu na AI so mo fact check bi baby inti a quick AI fact check was say meta fact check was say that quote I can guarantee you freedom of speech but I can't guarantee you freedom after speech is often misattributed to Robert Mugabe. But it was actually said by Idi Amin Dada, the former military ruler of Uganda. The confusion where AIU and the DNA. I said the confusion is widespread, and even a Ghanaian circuit court judge recently misquoted it as Mugabe's during a legal ruling, sparking public criticism. Mugabe was known for his fiery rhetoric and controversial statement, but this particular line doesn't appear in verified records of his speeches or interviews. Pathetic. AI and this is AI.
Look at the embarrassment.
You see, look at the embarrassment.
Before judge, no, do circuit courts, no, I know about judge, no, not why learned colleague.
Of course.
Into the quotation. I was so careful. You, how you kakra.
You, yes.
Na mo say mo frame ho let me so.
What the picture? Na me aduna yini off nti.
Go pass it there.
Godon.
Bra.
Galamsey.
Mr. Santi. Mr. Santi, Eric, facha me. Ma send you video bi. Ma send you video bi pa cho hwe. Oh okay www. Ma sisi yenko.
Galamsey. Nidi kan dem pese me ka se
mo menye ne se pese ka dot about me ayini dia mo menye ne snap.
It was not an MPP's creation.
Galamsey.
Yes.
Oh how? Yen dey say nyedokre.
But unum say bin move fi say oh yeah am so MPP time na Galamsey na man for ye. What you say? It was not a President Akufo-Addo not the Galamsey ba Ghana. But President Mahama the first time because not the Galamsey headquarters were in fa. Chibi. And you were right to say NDC attempted fighting Galamsey in 2014, 2015, 2016 to the extent say at the time the minister minister for environment Mahama Yariga eka say omabre tie de okan at the time also where there is mineral resources people will do everything and whatever it takes to be able to extract those resources.
Mahama Yariga.
Owie yetio. I say the approach in fighting this the approach is needed to deal with it to deal with its destructive effects. Tio, I've called the Minerals Commission, I've called the EPA, I've called all the stakeholders, and I said, look, it looks like we cannot stop them from mining. So why don't we help them to mine properly? Tio, it extends to traditional authorities, the local government authorities. Many of these institutions are failing us. This mama yaga or ma galamsey at the time said na eha or mine. And a President Kufuor buy. And a Ghana for say, hey, President, do something about galamsey. To be sure, Obane mining cry for 1 year.
Yes.
Small scale mining.
Small scale mining for 1 good year. Ama yemu bi ne kunto kwa kra se na ehun hia. The NDC took advantage of President Kufuor Asimo Bekaso or the presidency on the line. And omuko galamsey sites, any areas, any constituencies, Koye campaign. And they actually benefited from the campaign omuko. In fact, who share the election results are from 2020-2024, all the mining areas. Baby, MPP crowd winning at Gohonia, MP dominated area no crano. NDC I appreciate it kesepa. And the coffee of Boise problem kese ba yanka. Aquano say no we winning at the homes and by court cast of Moko kind year. You say, aye. One way film. Riding for the currency. Amen. Shall unim say. NDC year campaign na catch the Boise illegal miners ni say even Anglo Gold cry omu kono maguna President Kufuor buy be revival ma Boise for no omu catch omu ba omu beji site ni bia ma omu
Captain Smart ko ye
and to him say NDC winning year per 19th January and I galamsey for call Anglo Gold for site omu ko man nipa 8 ko wuye mo statement no wa ha Anglo Gold issue statement say a large crowd of armed illegal miners attempted to forcibly gain unauthorized access to mine infrastructure. Authorities mobilized to defend against this attack and to ensure the safety and security of employees and those in the immediate surroundings. The authorities have confirmed that 7 illegal miners tragically lost their lives in this incident, and that a number of the illegal miners and a member of the public security forces were injured. This is the Anglo Gold statement on 19 January 2025. Because of politics and NDC koye or Boise in the mining areas in the President Mama through the spokesperson Wadafo Felix Fuzuko or issue statement on the 19th January. Also, the government wishes to express deep regrets over the tragic loss of the 8 lives. Say, in response to the unfortunate incident, President John Dramani Mahama has ordered an immediate investigation to determine the circumstances surrounding the clashes and ensure that any individual found to have acted unlawfully are brought to justice.
What's he saying?
The last time, woman's your Kobwase. Yes. Statement or say government has meanwhile asked the management of Anglo Gold Ashanti to bear the medical expenses of the injured individuals fully and to facilitate the barrier arrangement for those who have lost their lives. Correct. I'm say assembly see no ade na the regional minister ni NDC phone for be call omunsi ho bio e da ho ma che be video bi okọ Boase anto Boase a aweho
won kan se be mo fie
da bi sentu and ho de security zone
awdu kura
enya hwe e na ho ma che me video bi as Amanfi East MC
yeah
Amanfi East MC yes friend nana e ba sesen
yeah
yes wa blue water guard for ro yes wo ye galamsey ai es wa abone omo ko emi na resolution omo abone pasa MC
so MC1 blue water new
na wo me too da go ba de kan na yes wo dey bubu idi oh misam wonka
drip machines no na omo ba power no wo MC so ena omo che hwa obi the appointment letter ba nti MC boy bi na ehwe so
Amanfi is a American
okay ena obi the appointment letter so aba ono so ye MP boy Abba say ono ne am an appointment letter say ono obey coordinator for drip ho. And MC say o release a machine no
Emma no
emfa money pa no. Nti isi a constituency chairman any MP gina one side. Ena MC ensu gina one side. Emma Dani pupo.
Hey.
Yes. Guess what shit no.
Put them.
So I should.
Oh yeah, they say, but I are who, but okay. So share
among them a
campaign messages are a course at the time. To the extent that President Mahama say, a man for cry, galamsey yes, yakocho more site no. Yenya omo. Non do oba, obey jai omo because campaigns nisi baby. Njade na yakochi galamsey yes say, our site say, you don't mo court. And ne President Mahama buy but on chairman for galamsey site. Wakochi campaign be. Why is he now who hear the statement the crowd say oh almost about 1,002 people be on match or ma omo do omo e court. Na China for no say ye jai omo come back to omo krom. Enti sa 1,002 na wakochi omo from galamsey site no campaigns no omo way.
Don't forget to say galamsey for no eto cars edema end.
Oh yes, yeah, any day.
We be message am read with am nko. Was say bacho bibia ye nyi din kakra. Was say John Mahama promised to get as many NDC lawyers on the bench and those already on the bench elevate them. Clearly, the NDC knows that it lacks the capacity to operate within the law. Thus, preferred tribunals to courts of competent jurisdiction. If a judge can give a ruling without citing law, but a satire of the 19th century, and also get a quote wrongly attributed, then you must understand why JDM was hysteric about Araba Iseba Tokuno. Obidia or the Ebaya no.
Kota kura no nim.
Hey,
O see yen koche. Unse o see o the small scale man is be call
Australia. Oh, one ba no coordinate and video me yat am.
Now him say e ho illegal mining galamsey e ho. Also omunkonko sua proper way of doing mining. Meanwhile, there are countless statements from Reuters ni BBC e kire say omukra no galamsey for ha omu wo ho. Omako chichichi bia ebinum kura akum security officers.
Do you need to send somebody to Australia? You don't have to mind.
But the mama said there's no wisdom in using soldiers to go and arrest galamseyers. Yabeka statement no happen.
Martin.
And ne or you should soldiers some kwachi galamsey.
Koka yenko straight papa galamsey.
Nanado Ebusa John Dramani Mahama. Where do you stand on galamsey? Wontumi enyano oni abemu oba abemu and oba says you see gold no move says you see a man gold into at least munya bibi kakra enti say so ni nua adwuma no ekoso wo acquisitions na ekoso ese adwuma no koso no ti galamsey ni gusu sesi ya ni nua no be de nya nkrofo atu ama omanya gold mini adia e media you see mumusa mo lance minister ne say
cause lance minister enye wo mo lance minister lance minister or Ghana lance minister o sun ye se Wontumi na esa no oye de obeye wieye ye de be tutu Wontumi so ne bibia no galamsey na abapom ana ejai mumusa no matise coalition for no can say there's been almost about over 200% increment over galamsey's na ewo ho no modern say na mo na mo ye campaign ma papa no inzezi age mu nsem a mo nim guase me ka mo bi na mo fo say ke mamu position na galamsey na solve na mo fo say mu jina galamsey hu eye de ne enne even deputy CEO of Gold Board opion person obi abe unso deputy CEO of Gold Board assassinity na no the one year adwuma
na Richard edewu ba upia ehun sunsanso na ya dos eho ede daddy edewu eti se si kire ba odi baby a diabetes be fi ni si a kire o ede Enkrofo a eyi o many eye galamsey hwe enne we open opinion polls about omo performance as ministers in omo position. Everybody is failing and trailing. As a president, you don't even know and understand the ecosystem, how we are degrading and destroying. By virgin forest nya yerem. Say akwai to say ejuma NDC for na ejuma na sa. Uye penia drip machine e wo ho no fa ne ntem na ye de so ye because mre ne so na aka kakra ebe kwa abato a mema Ghana fo ate asese na uye president a na wo dwene nkrofo ho feel say galamsey ni ye bada ka wo win MP onwa ni constituency omuso omu hia ni biom ni abo ni dua kan sanse ma kire nko achi no afekra ni ama na appointment e wo parliament nkofo a wo si yanchi omu yoko nchi omu no omu kra na e ma orders e wo galamsey no. So who is in charge? Who is really in charge? Share akwetia campaign message na MP na NDC candidate no o say oba mo masase no ma ye mo galamsey na chese ye ko ye nim no. Is that development? And a gold so and yes bia ye reserve bio I to say oncheni ye nya ye ya bet ni to mu a so bia anya ne share ni yekodi ye semu ne adi. It is not right, President. Oh yeah ye normal o ye first one as o buy no o fele say coat dada na o yigu no Joseph atare na eden colors in your friends na you din be a different no sir the colors wo no o share no am say wo di bi no sa wana oh yeah coat of many colors no as wafa because incompetence ni dey me sure some person obeja ho dead go syndrome no so unya sure say obeja ho we do sa amre no pegalamsey hu ade na unju so IP address ni nche omom ye galamsey no any baby a we no wo say who the IP address be ye dum ade na ho fa nchi galamsey fo no ba be krokro de John say who say sa galam me friend say excavators akogu military camp chire baby egu chire yen baby egu America kra no galam emyefe excavators e wo Ghana kra do so chende wo omo ye nupu aden na distraction ye wo de sa
President Mahama ayobia when it comes to mining in general sanka ye ka mining asem e wotamala nke se wo Cape Coast assessing any so ben mining or ye threat to mining yes President Mahama for 8 years for 8 years na babi any gold mines oba egui NDC buy na egu obuasi egui edu babi mo otumfo se wo ton ai mining concession ni nyina $1 yes na so side time no say ohun ya $1 de kamaje
adabla say the $1 no lawyer the bit ma chechi ma ye keke say but what say
the con value.
Yes.
You see, 2009, NDC and Jida, Ekofa be a friend UT mining at the back. Akura Warrior Secondary School. Now on your Jumania say, ye or on quire UT in mining. Sabi bicycle type cry on to mean too. It is a sacrano who encouraging say on call into mining. A lawyer, I don't obey. Eye galamsey no bakwa akoye obakwa kose ne ma galamsey no bakwa akoye NDC buy NDC catch say 9 forest reserves na nipa ntimi nkom na omoba ya na afedi omachimi a reclaim forest reserve no 9 ni nyina na godo onim de ma eye ntro
o say emu bikra na galamsey is na sa back to forest in his statement.
I see there na forest sebi emfa say bia emua na ewom enua na ewom eno no utimi nya ahoɔden nya security for timi kom akɔkɔgye forest no but bɔko ne wukrom ye nya banbɔfo nkɔhɔ nkɔnkɔbɔ ban ama nipa 13,000 ɛna adane atukɔfo adane metie wɔ ha now say 90-year-old woman ɛka ho 90-year-old woman kyɛ sɛ ade na yɛ hu a na science asase na ɔmo ko ho te sɛ dam ha
no quarter plot.
No, but you see, President Mama was wrong on that when he said, assassin a piece of land. That was just a spark. They are undercurrent, yes. So he was wrong. He cannot say, you see, and it's sad.
Trivializing it.
Yes. But free ho. Unimsen coffee ne a sula tunak if we are now for over 100 years. They are undercurrent. Not because it's just a small piece of land. And I can talk
is that the reason?
It's a lie.
And
you see, and as president, now we are president now can't ask them for ukrum for one.
Now it's up so
last 1 minute. Last 2 weeks, me baka on ha say. Na me fi me krom Western North oba. Na me be wura I am friend. Me say a police for left on the right hand side. Na ko for ye galamsey. Police barrier. Police barrier over entire yam free. Me who said the 4 times. Me who said my 4 times within this year. Me ko who said the adin. And drip na do de buy sank yam fan yi kwan no. She say a drip machines no me nya sure say yi kwan ba bia. She say NDC for ko drip machines no ho a. Enya say obi e wɔ ne community bi a ne kwan asɛ o kono aba be de akwakoye ne kwan no omo kono omo de akwakoye nim na enya wanwa sɛ yɛse yɛ baaye no NDC has not issued a single permit omo so omo mining a permit bia. That is what we are being told. Inti sa excavators bebrebe na ɛkɔ no ɛmo de kwasa se ben so
meanwhile industrial revolution na ebe wiase Ghana ye me say industrial revolution ye me say 5,000 excavators.
Omaya mene America for akoche excavator obi awia wa America ankode bagana ha say. Am oma charge omade.
There was a report behind that.
Oh no, yeah, was worth almost $7,000.
Chese mining abeye hu a mene manso area ho. Se utie nana jantoa. Equipment worth over $28 million. Community na twejatum. I mean, a boss assemblyman to you.
Assemblyman in Patum, area.
Assemblyman ne paying for co soldier for there was a class coho naka no you see ni debiano makwa kasa pay.